Everybody gone.
You are now in the arena. Welcome to Gridiron, presented by Underdog.
Whoa, whoa.
My name is Kinsey. I am your host, and joining me today is my boys. We have one of the most prolific figures in the history of sports media, and the man who has never lost a debate, Skip Bayless.
My turn.
Woo! Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, and 2-time All-Pro cornerback, Aqib Talib. We got 3-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl winning safety, TJ Ward. And we had to get another safety to back you up today. We got joining us special guest Rams starting safety Quentin Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, you played pool?
Wow.
Hey, my dog tall.
Yeah.
He is so tall. Yeah, I thought you were a basketball player.
No way.
You have that basketball build.
Yeah.
I used to hoop. That used to be my first love until I got
Really?
hurt. Yeah, I tore my ACL playing basketball.
High school.
High school.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was in middle school, and then ever since then, I stopped playing.
You tore your ACL in middle school?
2013.
The ACL's not even developed.
Yeah, I
Right.
was gonna say, bro, you how old is you?
I thought they don't even develop till you
was-
about 13, 14.
Yeah, I was young, and ever since then, I stopped playing.
You don't have an ACL until you're 13.
Nah, they just can bend back like they there,
Yeah.
but they like if
They
you see the
pliable.
Kinsey, I be out here with these kids, right? These motherfuckers will fall back. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, no.
They just pop up.
Yeah,
Like,
for
bro,
real.
Oh.
it's just not all the way developed to you like 12, 13. That's for real.
Fact.
You
So,
bendable.
Aqib, before the show, Quentin had to remind me that his father played in a Super Bowl against my Dallas Cowboys, and unfortunately, it was the last Super Bowl my Cowboys ever played
Oh
in
man, legend.
30 years ago, and his father was a player.
Dog.
I know about
Remember
him.
Carnell?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How was that though? How was that growing up, man? I got these youngins. I always got to get the perspective from the kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So was he on you to diet, workout? Like how was it growing up?
So actually, he was probably the most removed when I was a kid. Like, he wasn't a part of anything, didn't want to coach me, wanted me to find, my own path, which was dope to me because, sometimes if a parent's too overbearing, you're like, man, like, I kind of want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
He was like, and it's kind of because of his dad too. His dad was on him.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was probably like, you know what, I'm not going to do this to my son. I want my son to figure out what exactly he wants to do. And he wasn't on me. It's interesting now, though, because it's on the flip side. Like, now that I'm in the league, he's like, we talk football all the time. Like, I'll come home and it'd be a film session, whenever we do it. So you said diet. Diet wasn't a problem. Like, doing, all the other stuff. He told me, really, these were the things: how to be a man, what to do to be successful on the football field. And, really his motto was, he always says it, go ape shit, right? It's your 3 things that you can control on a daily basis: your attitude, your preparation, your effort. Right. And I've lived by that, ever to this point, and even today.
Don't you wish you'd had his dad?
Man, I'm telling you, I be on my kids though. I don't make them do it though. I'm like, if y'all want to play football, then shit, this is what we got to do.
Right.
If y'all don't want to play, just say you don't want to play, bro. You can do a whole lot of shit. You're going to be rich. I got money stats for y'all and real estate situations that y'all going to inherit all this. You feel me? I don't make them play. But if y'all going to play, hey, we going to get to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's good though too, because, for me, right, when I was a kid, I always wanted that. Like, I genuinely wanted my dad to coach me.
Yeah.
But he was more so, I'm going to let you figure it out first. And if, to your point, if this is what you want to do, then we're going to go all out.
Bet.
And
Yeah, my
by the
pops-
way, your
yeah, my
your
pops
dad
had a small
played,
stint.
right? A little bit.
A quick stint in the league towards
Yep.
ACL. The year he got drafted, actually, but he was one of them pops that was on me. Like, you gonna run track, you gonna play football. So I ran into a lot of situations, and I was gonna ask you this, but did you have, like, growing up, situations like in middle school or high school where you went and got coached by other people and it went against some of your dad's teachings?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. It really happened in college too.
Yeah.
And my dad had a I told you so moment. So I was playing, this was my junior year in college, and I got beat on a post. And we were running like a cover 4 coverage, got beat on post. He's like, hey, don't do that next time, right? And my coach is telling me something completely different. And so I get beat on it the same week, same play, get beat on it again. We come back, it's Thanksgiving dinner. He's sitting there, he taps me, he's like, hey, I told you so. And I'm like, mind you, I'm not really like, I'm sitting there, I'm eating my food, my mac and cheese, turkey, gravy, all that stuff. And he taps me, he's like, man, I told you so. And I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, exactly what I told you to do. You shouldn't have done it, and look what happened. And I think at that point on, I'm like, damn, he really knows. You know, he really knows what he's talking about. You get 13 years in the league, 20 plus years total in the NFL, plus
That's
him
impressive.
playing and coaching. Like, y'all know what you're talking about. You played it, you lived it. So at that point on, I'm like, I'm gonna take the coaching, but I really know, like, I got this guy in my corner that really knows.
Yeah,
it.
you gotta.
Right.
At the end of the day, you gotta go home to pops.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
All right, before we go into all things Rams, quick aside, I've got a Game 7 bet with you tomorrow night,
Oh, do we?
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
how you
we
feeling,
do.
Lee?
I feel great.
Who you got though?
I got the alien.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Wemby really been bullshitting like on the road, and we finna get the coldest Wemby. You ain't even seen the Wemby you finna see.
Okay.
The Wemby
Turn
to
it
go
up.
to the chip. Watch this Wemby you get on
Okay,
Saturday.
so you have backed me and my Thunder into a corner because we still are without our second best scorer and our third best scorer. So it's SGA or bust, and the Spurs have had his number really in all 10 games they played this year. So this is a huge moment for him. And as much of a disadvantage as I'm at without my top two scorers, I would still, if you want to, since you're so confident, I guess we could go to 2 dinners.
yeah, I love it. I love
Double or
it.
nothing.
Yeah.
Breakfast,
Really? But that's gonna
a
wipe
lunch
your
and a
slate
dinner.
clean.
Kids, I gotta send
got a
an
whole football
investigator to
season?
check your books. I don't
You
know
were
how I'm
up 3,
to.
he beat you, and now
3,
you have
yes.
2 left. So this would wipe
I
clean.
got you, kids. Yeah, I got
This
you.
would be a double or
Well,
nothing.
let's do it.
Kinsey the book.
Double,
I
double
get
or
paid
nothing.
to be a bookkeeper.
Double or nothing. We locked in. Lock that in. Kids. We double or
I
nothing.
get commission from all these bets.
I
Wait,
ain't gonna lie. When they let him play,
Wait, do I hear a 3?
Whoa.
No.
I would just go double or nothing. That's good.
All right. I just wondered. I thought I heard a 3 coming in your voice there a little
The
bit.
refs
shocked
better not
that you're
come out
taking
doing that
this.
bullshit
man,
though.
they can't.
Okay.
You see when they let him play, the Spurs, they got that physicality, that defense. You see some of the SGA eyes, like he don't want to be there.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so you
see.
say he's intimidated
Yeah,
now.
after
The
the
back-to-back
game, after the
MVP
game.
is
Now,
intimidated.
if OKC
You watching SGA?
if they
He
shoot
intimidated.
25 free throws in the first half,
When they don't go the way that they plan
Feel
on
me?
going.
No, I don't feel you.
Who do you have?
King.
I want the Spurs win.
Yeah.
I like
okay.
Wemby. I like Wemby.
I like
Yeah.
Wemby too.
And it's not that I don't like the Thunder, but I think I like the play style and the mindset that Wemby has. Like he got it. He
got it.
got that mindset.
And,
like
and I like how I think they tried to early, at least last year's rookie year, NBA is a lot about marketing and commercialism. They tried to make him something that he didn't want to be. I just kind of felt they tried to make him into like something a little soft or more vulnerable. And he just like, nah, I'm a dog. I don't care what happened, what they say, I'm doing this and this is how I'm gonna do. I ain't talking to media, I do it. And it's something that they wasn't expecting. That's why I like Wemby. His whole attitude.
when you see the monks, they brought it out of him.
yeah, they
Okay,
brought him out of
Your
it.
dog.
So you guys love it because he's a dog and he's got that mindset. And yet the last time I saw him play in Oklahoma City, the alien was a hoax. He got exposed.
He ain't
bad
had like
game.
that energy. He had like that. It's that back against the wall. When he played like his back against the wall, he a different guy.
Yeah.
When they tie the series up and it's like, all right, if we lose this, we going back.
Well,
he had that down energy kind of
I
game.
saw
What
him
you talking about?
In Game 5, I saw him shoot 6 for 14, 0 for 5 from 3.
His back went against the wall.
I saw him get pulled from the game with 2:13 left and go over and whisper to his goons to go get you somebody. Go take somebody out. And he sent Biombo
Sometimes you
and
gotta do
Plumlee
that.
to go take Jared McCain out of the game. That was impressive
Yeah,
to me.
I like it.
That's a
It
dog
was
to me.
impressive to me.
You guys seen the dog?
Yeah, that's a
That's
dog.
a
Get
pit
him.
bull.
Yeah. Oh, is it? That's like a cocker spaniel.
Nah, that's a
what
pit
that
bull.
is.
You got it fucked
Yeah.
up.
Hey, that's a ball, Skip.
Yeah.
That's called
Only
a
a
ball.
dog can send some goons to go do some shit
Oh,
like that.
okay,
You know
really?
what I'm saying? National
That's
Because you
TV.
can't do it yourself,
He
right?
ain't done it himself. He
Go
bowled
get
the
him.
shit. Fire.
Oh, okay.
He already done it himself. You
Yeah.
already seen him do it.
I saw Hartenstein punk him for the whole game. That's what I saw.
Hartenstein be climbing his ass. That's
Yeah.
what he be doing.
Well, maybe it's
For dear
called
life.
physicality. I don't know. Maybe.
Nah, he hanging on.
Dear life. But back against the wall, Wemby is a different player.
Yeah.
And Game 7, his back could be against the wall. So we'll
Well, I'll give Stephon Castle this.
I was
He's
gonna
been
say,
so
your
good
dog,
that
right.
Stephon Castle made the Pro Bowl because he plays football. So he made the Pro Bowl. I was impressed.
Hey, the
He
Spurs
do
full
on
of
the football
dogs. I
field,
like
though.
them. I'm becoming a fan.
Are you? Good. I'm glad. We'll see if you're a fan late tomorrow night.
I got to root for somebody. Warriors, man.
Do you
So
believe?
you're Spurs too?
Oh, yeah, for
So
sure.
you
I rock with
got
the
you're
Spurs.
kind of teamed up on the
Right.
couch here.
Would you go Spurs for me?
No,
Please?
Nah, she's Thunder.
This is just biased because Aqib kind of really took advantage of you in football season, so I'm rooting for
He
you.
did
Right.
not
now
take
at least.
advantage of you. He lucked
Throw his
out.
ass up, right? Throw his ass up.
Out.
Throw it.
So I need to support you.
Okay, see a
I need
high
to support
fashion
you.
team. So Kinsey
Okay.
gonna ride with the high
They
fashion.
like to look
Kinsey,
cute.
Yeah.
he was
She
just
gonna ride
on
with
the, he
them.
was on the luckiest
Makeup.
role in history. The first bet we had is Denver at Houston. What happened in the first quarter? C.J. Stroud gets knocked out of the game.
No, Bo start going up top. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
C.J. Stroud ain't had nothing to do with it. C.J. Stroud ain't play a down the corner, safety. Bo start going up top,
Yeah.
shutting. Start hitting their ass in that fourth. We dropped 14 in the fourth. You
might
gonna
be
lose.
lucky.
You're gonna lose if you give up 14 in
Stroud,
the
he
fourth.
may have turned the ball over 4 times in that game anyway.
You want to go 3 dinners tomorrow night? I'll
Nah,
take it.
just ease up. Ease up, baby.
Keep trying to get his
Trying to get-
Hey, trying to get his back.
You're trying to-
Hey, you want to go 5?
He's trying to get up during basketball season.
All right, guys, let's get into the football
All right.
talk. Obviously, we have Quintin on the show today, so of course we're going to be talking about the Rams.
Yeah.
And then New York Giants have already got some locker room drama. A lot happened this week with that, so we're going to dive into that. And then Justin Herbert decided to ditch OTAs to go to Poland with his girlfriend for her concert. So Skip and I were kind of...
That shit funny to skip. That shit comedy, bruh.
Let me tell you, I was talking with the boys before the show started about this, and I already know they're very opinionated on that subject. So we're going to talk about it later. But as always, you guys, this episode's presented by Underdog. Underdog is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 bonus entries when they play just $5 to get started. Just use code GRID when you sign up, and it's going to load instantly. Make picks, win money with code GRID. Okay, let's first start with you. So we know you have the couch. So we did early Super Bowl predictions.
Okay.
And Aqib actually picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl. And then
Whoa, whoa.
Underdog actually has Rams as Super Bowl favorites.
Yep.
So, Quintin, do you think that the Rams should be Super Bowl favorites? Do you think you guys are going back? Or you're
Yeah,
gonna
I
go to the
mean,
Super Bowl this year?
I think so. Obviously, that's the goal. You take it one day at a time, but you look at our roster, how talented we are, how close we made it last year. I mean, we're a couple plays away, and I've been really saying that for the last 2 years. You look at it 2 years ago when we lost to the Eagles, like same type of story, you know. One play, 4 yards, if we make a conversion, it could have been us, right? So I think it's right for everybody to say that, but you know, we've been talking in OTAs, just don't get too ahead of yourself, right? You know, take it one step at a time, one day at a time. We know what we got, but you know, they always say hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard.
Right.
You know? And so you got to continue to work each and every day to make sure that you get to your end goal.
How's the attendance for the off season for the Rams?
Oh, everybody's there. We had shit.
Oh.
We had everybody.
Leave it on that.
We had everybody. I mean,
I try to tell them how important that shit is.
it is. It's crucial because you get everybody's there. You know, everybody's bought in. You're getting the good work too. You know, like I'm going against Devontae, Puka, Stafford, so
saying?
you're getting that, you know, elite level talent and
Yeah.
elite level repetition all the time. And then it's just fun being out there with the boys, you know. And it's different, like
Camaraderie.
Yeah,
Right.
you guys are close in the locker room?
super close. It's one of the most connected teams I've ever been on. And on top of that too, like you would want to come in too because you're in Southern California. You know, like it's different if you're in like a Buffalo or
Right.
you know, one of those other places. It's really easy to come into work when you got good people around you and then you got nice weather too. So
Maybe too nice.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. You could get a little distracted down here too, though.
Yeah.
Some of
So-
your teammates got a little distracted.
So, Quentin, as you know, that man to your right played corner at the highest level, and he does know corner play. And he did say early last football season that the Rams corners, I'm going to use his word, were trash. And we won't say names, but he was right about that because that was a weakness in your defensive backfield. And you went out and you went boom, boom, and you got 2 Kansas City corners who are really good, highly ranked, bringing some prestige because they've been there and done that. How much easier will these 2 new corners make your job next year?
I mean, you get guys like that that's been they both, their first 2 years in the league, won Super Bowls. Like, it's more so, obviously, you see the talent level of them, but on top of that, like, knowing what it takes to get there, and not only get there, but win it too.
Yeah.
I always try to pick their brain on, what was the mindset that you had personally and then the mindset of the team to make it, right? Because, they did it. They have the experience of the mentality. But physically, man, these guys are gifted, right? Trent and Jalen Watson, like, you don't really, you see them on tape, you say, man, this is a good player. But then when you see them in person, their work ethic, their mentality, their mindset, like, they're impressive dudes. So they'll help us a lot. And I'm excited to see. I would say, we're one of the better DB groups in the NFL.
I would say, right?
Honestly.
So, Aqib, I was talking to Quentin before the show, and he pointed out that 50-50 last year, he played slot corner / safety, where he just took the slot receiver. And he's long and strong, but he's trying to guard little quick guys coming out of the slot. And so tell him what you told me about how you do that job.
Right. So Skip came to me saying, like, you just got all these guys that are fast to you. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, am I slow? Like,
No.
Do you think I'm slow?
No, but they're like little bullets, just little.
I mean, the landscape of the league has changed because now you got all these teams that are putting their number one receiver in the slot. You look at, a bunch of teams, Justin Jefferson, St. Brown, A.J. Brown. I mean, even though A.J. Brown really plays, outside. I mean, even Devontae, Puka. You're getting these guys, and why they do it is because sometimes, a lot of the times, you can get free releases, motions in and out, all this different type of stuff. But for me, and what we were talking about earlier, I was saying, a guy like me who might not be the fastest, but is a bigger body, the NFL is all about timing, right? You look at the most top NFL offenses, 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, Lions, those high-powered offenses, everything's on time. And so for a guy like me, I was saying, the biggest thing I can do is disruption. You disrupt the timing, like, you don't have to be a crazy ball hawk or this, but if you're super disruptive, I mean, that's so valuable, and that's why I feel like I've had a lot of success for the past couple of years.
And it's not even that they probably faster than them, Skip. They probably just quicker than them.
They're quicker. That's
they
what
just
I mean.
move. But like you said, if I could be flat-foot, he could be right here. If I could just and then fall into my spot, that stuff don't matter.
Yeah. And he is physical, and you can come up and you can disrupt routes before they get started. And then if the quarterback, if he does that one time,
it's over.
You got him.
Or even if he see I don't like how I look, he gonna just come off of it. You know what I'm saying? If he see the contact, he know he ain't gonna be in the spot like it was in practice. So he gonna immediately go to the second read. You know what I'm saying? So the look of it can make him come off of it half the time.
I mean, you got to think about it too, though. We got 2 Pro Bowlers at outside linebacker, right? So if I take a second off or half a second off, those boys up front, they should get there.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So speaking of Puka, you brought him up. He spoke yesterday for the first time since his incidents off the field.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, and it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Puka. What is he, 26 now?
20.
Huh? Hey, feels like it. Yeah, right? So I don't know if we have this quote. Did we get the quote?
Yeah.
You want to read it? Or
You go ahead.
Okay, all right. I just scribble it down here on my notepad here. But he was talking about how this was a moment for me to learn from some of the situations I was putting myself in, and also having the awareness of how I'm conducting myself in and out of the football field. Okay, that was maybe the first mature thing I've heard him say, where he got it because it got him. So you've watched his growth, you've watched his development, you know him. What are you seeing from him as he's come back? He did a little bit of a rehab stint. He's going to counseling now. Right. How is he striking you? Are you hearing anything new from him? Seeing anything new from him?
I got to talk to him yesterday. Just he looks like he's in a really good spot. That's what I would say. And to me, getting to know him really over the past 3.5 years, like, he's one of the most selfless, amazing human beings that you'll ever meet if you really get to talk to him. Like, he cares a lot about other people. And the thing I like, especially when he went up to the podium yesterday, the first thing that struck me was accountability. We talk about it all the time in the Rams, and I know, like, you guys would appreciate it too, being former players, is you know, when a guy goes up there and the first thing he does is be accountable, you're like, you know, I respect that, you know. Life happens. You know, there's situations that you might put yourself in that might be unfortunate and this and that, but if you can learn from them and move on and grow, you know, as somebody that is in his corner that is going to support him no matter what, that's all you want to see is the growth and the accountability coming from a guy who's a fantastic player. And luckily I get to know him as a person, but everybody sees like who he is as a player, but not everybody really get to see him as a player too. So for him to be able to do that, you know, yesterday it's a step in the right direction.
Do you like what he said?
I did. I love what he said. And I mean, that quote right there don't mean that he's going to clean up everything. It don't mean that, but it's growth.
It is.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see him grow up a little bit, and you are who you are, man. My dog like to party. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? He could be doing worse shit. You like to party, man. At least he learning from it. It probably won't be the last time he come up in the news for something, but you want to see him grow from it. It come up again, you want to see him grow from it. It is what it is, man. It's like you look, you in the league and it's like, bam, you are who you are. Like I done lived my whole life and bam, now I got the cash and this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's who he is. You just want him to get better from it, man. He said you could see it. The coaches could see it. The media probably could feel it. Me and you, we like what he said. So it ain't seem like it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No, it didn't.
It did. So
No.
You elevate, man. He elevated a little bit. He grew up a little bit from getting in that little trouble. That's what it do. I done been there, bro. That's what it do. You grow up a little bit at a time, then you get to a certain point where you're like, all right, I'm really done with this shit.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah.
Back to the football field. When you cover him in practice, how is he to cover? Why is he so good?
You know, it's funny. Word around the league is like, man, like I talk to people all the time. They're like, how does Puka do this and do that? And you won't really understand until you go against him. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like, well, you know, he's not the fastest. But then you realize, wait, he is sneaky fast. Wait, he is strong as an ox.
He is.
And then he has, personally, me, I haven't seen hands like him ever in the league. Like, personally, like the stuff he does in practice is insane. One-handed catches in traffic. I mean, he'll tip a ball to himself, catch it behind his back. Like, it's so difficult to guard because he's also smart too. Knows what he needs to be, where he needs to be there, you know, can read defenses on the fly. So that's why I think he's had so much success, because when you put those three things, strong, sneaky fast, and smart, like you're just set up to be successful as a receiver.
You've had a hard time sort of wrapping your arm around him, right?
I'm telling you, it's like to me.
What would you have done if you were guarding him? Seeing him play, you know?
I probably have to adjust as I went. I have to see it. I couldn't really sit here and say I would have did this, because I'm like you. Like I got to get in front of it and see. Like, all right, he doing this, so I need to do this. Right. But to me, it's like Antonio Brown to me. It's like they ain't super fast, but they get to that high 4.4, 4.5. They get to it right now, and it's like their whole route is that speed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they know how to chop down and cut, or if I need to just and roll my cut. They know how to switch it up. They just know how to get open, bro. They got a great feel for the game, and then they dogs when it come to getting that ball.
Right.
So they're not the tallest, they're not the biggest, they're not the fastest, they're not the quickest, but they kind of like close to the top in all the categories, and then that's the product that you get. So it's very AB-ish to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
But Puka plays much stronger to me than
AB
did. Yeah.
AB was strong as shit.
No,
like,
but he was smaller to me. Like,
but he ain't play like a running back damn near like Puka to you. Like he got a whole clip. You could put a highlight reel of AB catching runs.
Right.
Like I don't know. It's very similar to me. Just the way they run routes, the way they get open, how they come out of cuts.
I think it's their ability to contest the catches.
Yes.
Like, it's very hard to get butt naked open in this league.
Yeah.
You got DBs, safeties could cover, DBs could cover. Everybody gonna be right on top of you. So to get wide open and have that ability is like slim to none. So where you gonna make your bacon is them contested catches. You catching with guys on you, and that's what I see, and especially the similarities you bring up, AB and Puka, is like, if it's somebody on me, I could be covered. I'm gonna catch the ball. And that's what makes him so good, makes AB so good, makes a lot of some of these other receivers, Mike Evans, you know, has done it for a long time, a bigger body, not always butt naked open, but it's a guy on him, he gonna catch the ball. And that's what Puka continues to do. Like you were saying, people say he doesn't run the best routes or he can't beat man coverage. Don't matter, throw it. He could be on me, I'm gonna catch it.
Right.
And that's what he continues to do. Big, strong guy, run after the catch.
Like they just got a great feel for zone defenses. Like they know, like, all right, it's zone. They like almost jog through zone. They got a good feel. Like I'm trying to teach my son that now. Like it's zone. Just look at him, bro. He's not guarding you. Why is you running super fast? You running right into the next man. Like when you see his zone, you need to just throttle in them zones and he gonna put it in the holes for you.
Yeah.
Like they got great. They got. I'm telling you, that's like a skill. All receivers don't have that shit.
You gotta be fearless to run across some zones too. No, it's a
gotta
lot
have
of
that feel
traffic,
for
right?
it.
I'm going, I'ma hit it. I don't care if the safety coming down, the linebacker waiting on the other side. I'm trying to get that ball. And a lot of times they catch it, poof, and this guy's crossing, they find that and they get out of there. So it's up here too. Like you can't just be scared and fragile running across the middle, running them digs, running them slants.
Right.
You gotta hit it. When that ball come, catch and go. Don't worry about nothing.
And then Puka made the play of the year on defense at
Right.
Carolina when he
Yeah,
broke
man.
up that
Saved y'all.
interception, right?
Yeah, he did.
that
I
big-
mean, I say it all the time when I'm watching him, and to your guys' point, like when Matthew Stafford throws in the ball, I don't even second guess if he's gonna catch it or not. Like I have that much confidence as his teammate, like not even the quarterback. Like I know for a fact, like, oh, he's gonna catch that. And not only that, when he catches it and the first dude hit, he's always gonna fall forward. Like when he catches the ball, he's like a running back. Like he's gonna fall for another 3-4 yards. And then the biggest thing is too, he can block. Like they use him as an extension of the run game, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna try and use him to pin an outside linebacker. They're gonna use him on jet sweeps. I mean, I saw him take one for like 45 yards against the Tennessee Titans, you know, to the crib. And when I was saying like, you know, he is sneaky fast because he outran the whole defense. You know, you got guys on the other side, 4-3, 4-4, but he's outrunning them. So
It's that game.
he's a great
Telling you,
player, and he got that
different.
mindset too. I want to tell y'all a story too.
Yeah.
Thursday night when we unfortunately lost against the Seahawks, Puka was going through some things with like streamers and all that. And I was like, man, and I was hurt at the time. And I was sitting there, I was like, you know what? It'd be crazy if he went for like 250, right? Like, I know he's going through a lot, and then I was sitting there and I got chills because I was sitting there, I was looking at him and he wasn't talking to nobody. He was standing up, but he was looking like this. And I was like, ooh, if you got that look at a receiver, like he's about to go off. Like he was dead quiet, dead silent, didn't talk to nobody. You dapped him up, he didn't even look at you, but he gave you a strong dap, like, and I was like, oh yeah, he's about to go off. And he ended up going for like, whatever it was, like 13 catches, 250 yards.
Crazy.
And I was like, man, like he has that mentality that you need to be a dog at a receiver, he got that too.
Yeah, he definitely do.
All right, so this past draft with the 13th overall pick,
Right.
how surprised were you?
Immediately. Why
Yeah, I knew it was
No, it's
coming.
funny because I've gotten the question so many times. That's why. That's
With
why.
the 13th
Immediately your
overall.
face changed.
Yeah, how surprised were you? What?
I wasn't too surprised.
No?
You know, it was a pick that the Rams could have did whatever to it, you know. I feel like it was smart for the organization to do because they found a guy that they liked, and we're not aiming to pick low next year anyways, right? You probably won't get a quarterback if you're 31, 32 next year regardless. And so for my mindset is you look at all the great quarterbacks in the league, Patrick Mahomes, you look at guys that have sat, even, you know, Fernando Mendoza, who might sit, who might not, that are learning under guys who've done it, they've been successful. And Ty Simpson, you know, ends up getting to do that for however many years they may be. But, I mean, you're learning under the MVP, a guy who's been the best player in the league, but not only that, is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he hangs it up. Like, what he's getting is so valuable for him to develop as a player. I know he might have started or not have had that many games starting at Alabama, but the information and the tools and resources that he has is setting him up to be really good. So that's why I'm like, you know, it made sense to me because, you know, you look at the extension that Matthew Stafford had, even if he needs another year, you know, even if, you know, Matthew wants to come back for another year. He'll have another year to really develop. So, you know,
That's a professional.
it was a good pick.
So selfishly, you didn't think, God, we could have had this or that something to help now.
No, because you got to understand the mindset of it. We already had 2 first-round picks, right? Trent McDuffie was technically our other one. So we addressed the position of need that we needed to. And then you kind of just have all these luxury of picks of, can I set myself up for the future? You know, can I have, you know, a backup plan if something were to happen? Or can I just get guys that, you know, I can develop into, you know, being better players later on?
You didn't feel like you needed another option at receiver or potentially like a punt returner?
No, because you look at the personnel that we've been in. We've been in 13, 12. You know, we're kind of doing a lot of different things that don't require, you know, us to be in spread out formations with 11 personnel. Like, I think everybody just wanted that super cool, you know, sweet pick that looked good, but was it necessarily the smartest thing? Or, you know, if we got another receiver, was it going to be the best thing in terms of media impact? It could have been. But really, like, if you're getting a receiver in the first round, wouldn't you want him to be one of the primary guys? You know you're not going to be the primary guy if you draft a receiver if you're playing with Devontae and Puka. Puka already gets a majority of the targets.
Yeah.
And you look at Devontae, touchdown leader last year, like, where are you going to fit in, honestly? Like, and that was kind of like, I had to go through that whole process because I was like, yeah, even if you got a receiver, who are you going to play them over, you know? And especially with the personnel that we're in. It just didn't necessarily make sense if you look at it.
Go ahead, T.
I thought y'all could have used a middle linebacker, inside linebacker. Sure. That's the position. When I watched your defense last year, even with the corners not being as good as the ones that you guys brought in on paper, I thought that was a little lacking, right? At least in the past, right? You look at the Seahawks game where it was a little unsuccessful in stopping Walker in the passing game. Do you think that your middle linebackers are sufficient for what the league has become with the running backs out the backfield? Because they're great in the run, don't get me wrong. Landman, he does his thing against the run. But now the third down, second down, spreading out, getting them running backs, tight ends in space, I think that's where the issue came for you guys on your defense.
Yeah, I think the guys that we have, they do a great job. You know, for what they're asked to do, they do. And I mean, I love Landman. Landman's my dog. One of the smartest players I've been around at that position, can control the whole defense. He has the green dot. He had his best season in the NFL this past year, being with the Rams. But it's interesting that you say that, though, because the Rams are one of the biggest teams that use dime personnel the most. So we really, a lot of the times, have 6 DBs. And you look at our back 7, me, Cam Curl, Cameron Kitchens, Trent, J. Watt, and then you add another one. Like, I think you look at really all these successful defenses, they're trying to see, how can we get these hybrid guys into it now? Because to your point, you have all these guys that can run routes and are explosive out of the backfield. Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Saquon, McCaffrey. Like, you have all these guys that are making defensive honor them, and we've seen it all last year. So how can we get another guy who can play well in the box? You look at the Seahawks, Nick Emanwari, can play in the box, can play the run, can play the pass. Yeah. So how can we get all these kind of hybrid guys that can do it all? And I think that's where defenses have to catch up, and that's what I think we're going to do. You know,
you got Love now too,
right?
Coming in, he's going to be.
What you think? What do you think about him?
I think he look. I think he's very explosive.
Right.
He can do it all. Right. He can do it all. But like you said, I played a lot of dime when I played. I was in the box, whether it was 12, 11. Sometimes we was in that thing in 21 against the Patriots. So having a player that's versatile and be able to do all that things, that's how you combat that. You know, if you leave in 2 linebackers, you keep your mic and your wheel in, sometimes you can get, outmatched and out-schemed. But if you keep that nickel dime, like players like yourself, even Worry, like you just mentioned, that can play the nickel, play the dime inside the box and handle those guys, you guys should be straight. Yeah. But I wouldn't leave it up to no middle linebacker. It's just me.
I think Love going to be a goon, though. I think he's going to be one of the top dogs soon.
That's a big statement, though.
I'm telling you, bro,
because there's a lot of good running backs like that.
Yeah, but I'm just a production guy. You go to Notre Dame and you get 20 tubs, and you backdoor with 20 tubs. Like, That's like a nigga getting 8 picks, then backdoor with 8 picks. Then I'm gonna say, hey, that motherfucker gonna get picks when he get to the league. I'm telling you, as simple as that. So you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you could do it at Notre Dame, they play good teams. If you could do it at Notre Dame, it's gonna translate.
And we see what them running backs is doing for offenses now, right? They was kind of
Especially the ones who could catch the rock.
Exactly, and especially in
You're not
your
worried about
division,
it.
man. Y'all got
everybody.
some boys.
I'm telling you,
you better
everybody.
strap up this year. Y'all got some boys,
And then
right?
less because he going to LaFleur offense.
Right.
Like the offense is it's either a blessing or a curse. You either like, yes, I got drafted to this offense, or you like, fuck, I got to play in this shit. And he going to the top offense in the league. You know what I'm saying? The top scheme in the league. So it's gonna be schemed out for him. You know how them blocking, you know, outside zone, the screens. He gonna eat. He gonna eat.
Remember his,
I'm not worried about
his
Just not against
running
the Rams,
mate
that's what I'm
at
saying.
Notre Dame, the other running back, you're going to have to start
Right.
tackling him because he's
Right.
now a Seahawk.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good.
I haven't seen this tape.
Oh,
Yeah,
you better watch
nobody's seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
But I mean, if you get
Nobody's seen
right,
it.
but look, if you get
We didn't even know about bruh to the draft.
if you get picked in the first round, you must have
I
had
seen
something
it.
going on, right?
I ain't seen the
Hey,
tape.
I thought
I don't know. I
look,
see it.
right, we've been in here going back and forth about the Rams and the Seahawks for 6 months, right?
First round, I'm like, I
Hey.
don't know. I ain't.
He a cold back. He could do it all. So when you get to
You just
the
ain't seen the tape.
just know he gonna be one of them guys you gonna have to keep your
So
eye
he's a
on.
good successor to Kenneth Walker.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. He return kicks. He explosive. He one of them boys too. Like he would have went anywhere else in the country and been the guy, and then you would have known about him because he would have had 20 touchdowns
I agree.
and all that. But since him
Yeah.
and
He was
Love
cool with
split-
being the
They
right
both-
hand man.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want that
Sure.
nigga, bro. I don't want him in my backfield. You cool with being the right hand man? I don't
Well,
want
really,
you.
they was like a split.
I want him. I want somebody. I want a Puka.
How you feel about Arizona though? You know, they got Harrison Jr. They got Love coming in.
Yeah.
They running back. I mean,
you're like,
Not
Mike-
yet. Not yet.
that's
They
going
ain't
to
there
be
yet.
a rest week for you, right?
You know, the last time they won the championship was 1946. I just saw that stat. That was crazy. But they have everything that they need. I think their problem was the play calling.
Yeah.
And so then you get a guy like Mike LaFleur, like a guy that I know personally that I've talked to all the time, that I've been able to, have conversations with, pick his mind about, offensive schemes and concepts. Like, he's going to put those guys in positions to make plays. And at that point, they have the talent to do so. I just, it's not going to be the 2 games that we play them, at least the Rams. But
No, they ain't there yet. They still about 2 years away.
Yeah.
Got a couple more spots to fill.
you look at Love, who we've been talking about, Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, a guy who's a sleeper who I like, who's from SoCal, Michael Wilson.
Yeah, he's
Like,
a sleeper for sure.
It's funny because we would always call him like the poor man's Puka. But he's a fantastic player too. So they have all the weapons that they need. Hopefully the offensive line can,
Yeah,
make
that division gonna
make
be
some
exciting.
plays. But
I'm excited to watch y'all. For
All right.
sure.
Back to your new backup quarterback. What have you seen from Ty Simpson so far?
he can read the offense. Even coming in early, like he's been able to make all the throws that he needs to. Very calculated. I think one of the reasons why they liked him so much is he can anticipate things too, which I like. I haven't gone against him personally, but watching him from afar, like he's getting there. It's starting to click, and I think, like we talked about, it's because of who he has around him. Like telling him what to do, what to look at. You want, the quarterback nowadays is kind of like a dead man's art. Like you don't have guys that are like Matthew Stafford or Aaron Rodgers. It's just different nowadays.
Yep.
Those guys that can really pick it up or read them, or you're not, they're always going to know what defense you're in. It's rare, but I think for Ty having an MVP quarterback, like I've been saying, like it's going to help him, have that, ability.
From just what you've seen, just watching, how does his arm talent compare to Matt's?
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Matthew,
Well,
Yeah.
This the thing too is, I'm not gonna say his arm talent is great, but I don't think the only 2 people in the league or only 3 people, maybe 4, that have arm talent like Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and maybe Justin Herbert.
Not Joe.
I was
Joe Burrow. I haven't played against him, so I don't know. But
Joe with the shit.
But I mean, he could throw. I mean, he could throw 60 yards in the air on a dime every time. Like, no hitch, no nothing, and it's gonna be right in the pocket, like every single time. So, it's never gonna be like that. It's never. Ty Simpson and Matthew Stafford, although Ty has a great arm, Matthew Stafford a different breed.
Yeah, so you can get all that training and be in all the meetings. If you don't got that arm talent, is it possible for him to be the guy? Because we all know, you could get the reads, you can know the anticipation. Can you get the ball there?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But you have to know yourself too, right? Like,
Right.
you got to know what you can and cannot do. Hey, if I can't make this throw, why am I going to force it?
Right.
There's no point. So, I think he knows that. I hope he knows that. That he knows his ability and everything that he can do, because you're not going to go ask Ty Simpson to be a Matthew Stafford. You'd be silly to do that, right? You've got to play within your framework and what you can do. So.
See, to me, that system is so quarterback friendly.
Right.
That I ain't have to reach and get no quarterback at this early.
Exactly.
That's my only thing. I'm like, bro, I could just wait till next year and get one of let me see who I like the best, who slipped down to our pick, late first round, or you know what I'm saying?
But I think that's why they picked him at 13, because they really liked him. So that's what I'm saying. Like they really like Ty.
They're seeing something.
It's like when you see
I get it.
a good-looking guy or a good-looking girl with not so good-looking mate, right? You're like, damn, he must have a great personality. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how we looking at it from outside in with Ty Simpson, because we didn't see that in college. We didn't see somebody that could come in and take over the reins for Matt Stafford. That's going to lead a team to a Super Bowl. We seen him in big games. We seen him when he had to make big throws, and he crumbled. So we don't see players go from not so good in college to great in the NFL. That don't happen. You can see great in college and go to not so good in the NFL. We see that all the time. But to go to average to above average, straight, okay, to being him
That guy.
in the league,
It's hard. It's hard to do, man. Like even Purdy was with the shit in college, though.
Yeah,
He
cold.
was. And then you get him to this system. It's like, all right, I see why Purdy doing with it. You look at his college tape, you can see it, like the big game Purdy. Like I don't know.
He was.
I just felt like Sean, you don't even gotta develop a rookie. Like, I'm just gonna be by the time Stafford is done, it's gonna be some free agents floating around, somebody you can get, put them in my system, bam, we ain't miss a beat. It's gonna be something like that. So,
But how much would you see? That's the thing, is how much would you have to give up for that, though? That's the issue, is you kind of playing with. I could wait.
You win 13.
yeah,
I get
it. I know Sean do what he do. He want to.
I ain't never doubted him. Look,
Look, he one of the best coaches I done been around, man. Just how he run the building, how he run the offense, how he schemes shit up, how he just know football. He know talent, he know players. So I mean, he must see something.
Right.
You feel me? So hey, we'll see. If I could bet Skip, I would bet that Ty probably don't ever be the starter for the Rams.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what I would bet.
Yeah,
Skip.
you said he'll never see the NFL football field.
I just don't. It's like a certain edge you gotta have. Like, I don't know. It's just something that's just not there.
And you're saying, though, you can't develop that.
Nah.
Not in the league?
You had this in youth football. Like, nah, you don't develop that. You at Alabama, when y'all play these big games, bro, if you swap out a Burrow at that same age with this same Alabama team, they'd be at the top. Like, it's Alabama. You know what I'm saying? They'd be if you swap out you take Purdy from over there and put him with the Alabama, they'd be in the playoffs at the top. Like, they'd be a better team. Like, I just feel like, bro, Alabama wasn't even competitive. Like, you ain't have Alabama competitive. That ain't the number 13 pick or whatever he was to me. That's just to me, bro.
Hey, look, I got faith in Sean, so.
I fuck with Sean.
I got faith in Sean.
I do too.
And is the locker room behind the decision? Did you hear
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
They gonna rock with Sean.
Energy, Because we seen draft day, so it was like a lot of Sean wasn't messing with. Is his energy around Ty like this? My guy, like, come on, Ty, like, follow Matt, like that type. Like, go get your little brother, go with Big Bro. Y'all go do like, you know what I'm saying? Is it like that?
Right. I think I haven't really seen his interactions with Ty, but this is what I will say though. His energy right now is amazing.
Okay.
Because I've been talking about it like throughout the show is, you know what you have talent-wise. You got the MVP coming back. He's healthy. He's not going through any back stuff. He's in a great spot because last year he was dealing with some stuff. MVP's good. You got everybody else, offensive line, receivers, the same. So everything that you need to be successful and to go to where you want to, which is the mountaintop, you have. So as a coach, that's a great feeling. You have your coordinators that you have familiar coaching staff, and then on defense, you got a bunch of new guys that are dogs that you brought in. Like, as a coach, you'd be so excited just really to get to game one, knowing that, man, I got everything I need to go back and do it, get a ring. So his energy's been great, and he's kind of been, he's one of the greatest leaders of men I've ever been around, and I know you know.
What'd you say? Leader of men, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys always say
we
that.
always talk about that.
Yeah, one of the greatest leaders of men. I've taken some of his quotes.
I'm telling you.
I said them all the time. So
I like quotes.
I love how Sean run the building.
Yeah, he's one of the
seen
best.
a lot of them do it.
You have.
Sean up there with the best.
Yeah.
Well, listen to you here.
Okay,
yeah,
real quick on Matt Stafford, being around him, seeing him now in OTAs, how many more MVP caliber seasons could you see him giving the Rams?
As many as he wants.
Like 3, 4? Is that ridiculous to think?
He could easily go back to back.
Okay.
Easily go back to back. Like, the way he was playing and the confidence that he has as a player is incredible. Even when he does make a mistake, or let's say he does throw an interception, next play, probably a touchdown. Next play, he's throwing, a 15-yard dot to Puka or Devontae. Like, he doesn't blink. And I think when you see that as a quarterback that has that mentality, that dog mentality, and can, come back from, adversity and all that stuff, I'm riding with him all day. And I like him as a person, too. Like, you get to know him and get to talk to him and, see how he treats his family and his, his 4 daughters. Like, he's, one of the greatest human beings I've been around. So he has that, like, Mamba mentality, too. Like, he'll look you off and smile at you, talk a little bit of mess and all that stuff, too. So
I played against him.
right.
I played against him. And
yeah, he got it.
True.
He got it. He has
hit me with the fake spike. That bite. Ha! Oh, shit,
Right.
Megatron. Touchdown. He looking like this.
Yeah, right.
Tell you like, he with the shit, man.
with it.
And if he get another chip,
Solidified.
hey, shit. He already Hall of Fame.
Right.
If he get another one though, you gonna have to mention his name. When we start arguing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, listening to you talk about the Rams, obviously you guys are in a really good place. You talk so highly about every player that we brought up, even the Ty Simpson decision. So it seems like you guys are going to be a force this year.
Yeah, 100%.
But let's move on. We're going to talk a little drama, get your opinion on some of this. But it was in the headlines this week.
Right.
Jaxson Dart made, a polarizing decision to introduce Donald Trump at a rally in New York. And so the problem with this is it started a little chaos in the locker room. And this is Abdul Carter. This is what he tweeted. He said, "Thought this was AI. What are we doing, man?" Pretty bold of him to tweet that.
Yep.
So Dart, he addressed it to his teammates on Wednesday, and the team reportedly is working it out and moving forward from all of this. But Aqib, does this kind of stuff impact the locker room? Like, this is a big
after
deal.
that tweet, he already done tweeted like, nah, me and Dart, we good.
Yeah.
Y'all can continue with y'all. So
Yeah.
he already tweeted that, so it must not be a big deal. But I say not at all, man. It's so many different upbringings, so many different backgrounds in the league, man. You got dudes from the hood, from the suburbs, from the country, from the city. You got white dudes who grew up with black dudes, they act black a little bit. You got black dudes who grew up with white dudes, they act white a little bit. So it's so many rich guys, poor guys. It's so many different backgrounds. You gonna have different political views. You gonna have different religious views. That's just it's just gonna happen, man. But I don't think it impact the locker room. They say you're not supposed to talk about like politics. Man, fuck that. The locker room talk about everything. Like, we talk about it all in the locker room. It's just the nature of our locker room. Everything gonna happen, and you're gonna have guys who believe something you don't believe, and y'all gonna talk about it. It probably turn to jokes, and shit. We in our locker room. We had my dog Derek Wolf. He loved Trump. What did he not? He was adamant about it. He fucking loved Trump. Trump gonna do this, and Trump gonna. We used to argue with him and play around and laugh and joke, and at the end of the day, we all was at the wedding. He had married, we all up there in Vail at the wedding, kicking it like, that's our brother. To this day, we link up, woof, that's my brother. He loved Trump. Oh, well, it is what it is. It's what you like. You know
Not everybody has that attitude.
But in that locker room, everybody got that attitude. It'd never disrupt the locker room, because that's not what we there for.
I love that.
We're here to win chips. It's guys from all different walks of life. We coming together to win the chip. Now, if there's a guy here like, bruh, I'm making my cash. I don't give a fuck about winning, bro. You think Nah, that's gonna cause a riffraff in the locker room, fam. Niggas gonna be out there, bro. You need to get the fuck on then. Like, it's gonna be some seriousness to that conversation. Somebody like this religion or like this political view, man, I don't give a damn about that, man. We gonna be different. That's what makes us unique. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we got in common, that competitive edge that all of us got in common. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us unique. So I don't think it messed with the locker room at all, man. Them boys just fine.
How do you feel?
I mean, really, to Aqib's point, you know, people are gonna say whatever they want to. You know, it's kind of interesting now because your guys' generation is different from mine, where now you can say whatever and it's advocated for you to say whatever. Right? You have all these social media platforms that are, you know, wanting players to speak for themselves and say whatever they want to. So I think that plays a little bit into it too, is, you know, you can now just go on social media and say whatever. Yeah, there might be consequences, but it's not looked or frowned upon as much as it was in the past. And at the end of the day, you know, that's your starting quarterback. Regardless of how you shake it, when you on Sundays, that's going to be the dude throwing you the ball or, you know, helping your team win games. So, you know, you can say whatever, but as long as you handle the business in between those white lines, I mean, it's not going to affect the locker room at all.
Yeah, I mean, Tweet X been getting us for years, right? There's no voice send, there's no tone to no tweets, right? For all we know, he chopping shit. Like, this got to be AI. Like, him and Dart relationship to his teammates is like one of the boys more than a lot of quarterbacks we see. Right? He younger. He seemed like he with the culture. And the president asked him, or whether his PR got him up there, at the end of the day, it's the president of the United States of America. It's an opportunity to be on the platform many don't get to be on, right? So let's not forget that. Like Lieb say, we talk about everything under the sun in the locker room. Everything. Only thing off limits is kids and wives. That's pretty much. Anything else, we on your ass about it. You do something crazy, we on your ass. You wear something stupid, soon as you walk in the locker room, I'm sitting there waiting for you to come in and I'm on your ass. Like, that's how the locker room is, and especially the great teams. We so tight, you can almost share anything amongst the locker room. You talk about the locker room with the Rams, one of the best group of teammates you ever been on. It's free in there. He may have different views, I may have different views, but at the end of the day, we come to work, we bust our ass, and we trying to get a chip. And it's a reason why we on that team and why the GM and the coach put us together, because our personalities are very similar. They gonna mesh here or there. We may bump heads, but at the end of the day, we mature enough to say, if we bump heads, we figure it out and we get better from it. I remember the situation in 2020 with the Saints, right? And the Kaepernick kneeling and Drew Brees that came out and was talking about he didn't agree with the kneeling and all that, right? Mike Thomas and Malcolm Jenkins, and they had to, you know, have a powwow, a players only meeting, right?
Never go well.
You know that players only
never go well. It's over with.
Get real, right? Hey man, we got to talk about this shit. So, you know, after that, they said they got stronger from it, man. You need a little friction to get better, right? You need some friction to get better. They end up winning the NFC South. Now they lost to the Bucs, who end up winning the Super Bowl. But they always say that their relationships got better from that situation. And then that's all that's going to happen from this, right? The Giants, like I say, they going to win the NFC East because of shit like this.
This is his
You know what I'm saying?
He
You
thinks
feel
they're
me,
gonna win.
Skip?
Well, I don't feel
We
you.
don't.
I don't feel you, but
Nah, ain't no way.
That
I'm telling you,
that's his
no
shit.
Shit
way.
like
they on
this.
their way,
No
though.
way.
They on
Hey,
their
the
way.
sleeper.
They on their way.
It's the sleeper. They on their way.
Not this year.
Hey, look. Now, when they go to war against other people, they say, we been through all the shit in-house. Now we going to take it out on the opponent, right? That's how it go.
Skip, how is it
So-
looking outside in?
So no, I don't feel you, but here's the point. But I do love you, you know, and that's
Man, I love you too,
that's what
Skip.
we
Yeah,
do,
exactly.
right?
Right.
So I've probably been in more locker rooms than you guys have been in combined as an observer. But I've
Yeah.
been doing this for a long time with a whole lot of teams in a whole lot of circumstances. This NFL locker room is the ultimate melting pot of people from everywhere that you just described. And it's like this litmus test of can you figure out how to get along in the football context and stay together, because it's the ultimate unity game. It's different than basketball. It's way different than baseball. It's about unity. You guys had unity last year that you hope to carry over and grow into a championship squad. You were really one play away from winning the Super Bowl to me, because I think you would have gone and beaten that same New England team that they beat. So you're that close. And look, this is a flashpoint for the Giants that could be a unifying flashpoint. But here we have the most polarizing president in the history of this country. And you've got crossed wires in the Giants locker room because that president endorsed John Harbaugh to be your head coach. He publicly said John Harbaugh should be the coach
I didn't know
of the
that.
New York Football Giants. He sure did. And it wasn't long ago that President Trump had John and Jim Harbaugh as special guests at the White House. So they are close, and he loves both of them and has tweeted often about how much he respects both those coaches. So you got that operating, then you got Jaxson Dart operating, and obviously Abdul Carter is not a Trump fan. So here's the only message or sort of lesson learned here to me. There was only one mistake made here. Abdul Carter should not have tweeted what he tweeted, because you keep that inside the locker room. You can make it clear to Jaxson Dart, face-to-face, man-to-man, how you feel about it. So for him to suddenly, it was a knee-jerk tweet, and you guys brought up, you know, this is dangerous. It can be volatile.
Yep.
It can be team-threatening. So you read it, Kinsey, but he tweets, I thought that shit was AI. What we doing, man? Okay, I get it, because that's your heart-to-heart speaking publicly, and then quickly he comes back and says, no, we talked, we're cool, you know, and he says, y'all keep your narratives to yourselves. No, it's your narrative. It's not our narrative, it's yours. You started it,
Right.
and hopefully you finished it with Jaxson Dart. So that locker room's going to be very split over how it feels, but it doesn't stop you from coming together to win football games. It just doesn't. And it's actually because the NFL locker rooms are so big. What do you have total with all the injured reserve guys? 60?
65.
It's a lot of guys,
men.
man, in a kind of a confined space, right? And you get to know each other in a different way, and you come from everywhere, and you believe everything, like wildly different beliefs. But it's okay, because on Sunday, you can pull together and go win a football game that's hard to win. But as you well know, it's about how close the squad is, because I've seen fractured, talented squads, and they go nowhere, man. So you have to work through this, and it sounds like they had their team meeting here a couple of days ago, and they addressed it. Yeah. And that it felt okay to me. Is that how you guys felt?
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Jaxson Dart is he got a little brother in him. You know what I'm saying?
He does. He does.
He know how to. He a great leader. That's probably one of his best attributes. Bro.
Agreed.
You could tell how the team flocked to him. You know what I'm saying? So he know how to handle. Whatever he told him something. He was like, oh yeah, it's all good. Like He know how to handle those situations because that's one of his superpowers. He is a fucking good leader. So, man, they good. That's swept under the rug.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to impact the Giants at all.
Yeah.
I think these guys got to watch their Twitter, though.
They do.
Absolutely. They tell you what they take. What would this league? A minute when you write it before you send it.
Think before
Yeah.
president.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
you just get out there, letting your emotions flow, and that's something you develop with age. Like
bro,
Vaughn.
exactly.
It's like I don't want to let everyone know my emotions
Yeah.
and what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
That takes some time as
It
a
does.
man.
Yeah, you can't
to
react in the
understand.
moment.
So, they like Lee said, they're gonna get it together. They're a really young team coming from different backgrounds, like Lee said, in New York. So all eyes on them at all times. Everything they say is gonna be magnified. But
Right, because now you got the Knicks going to the finals too. So
Yep.
don't let the Giants play bad, because then they're gonna go back to everything
Yeah,
that
exactly.
they said. Like,
Be on
it's
that.
gonna be on that. It's like
real.
that's exactly why y'all are not playing, or y'all not playing good because
Yep.
of what happened in the offseason.
Yep.
Well, speaking of guys and their Twitters, A.J. Brown is a guy that we've talked about on the show immensely, and he's expressed that, he's unhappy in Philly. So we've really talked.
Philly?
Come on, it's the 29th.
Yeah.
Couple more days.
Couple more days. Huh?
Yeah, we think on the 1st there's going to be some changes.
Okay.
And Les Need actually said that they were making a strong push for A.J. Brown. So how would you feel about that trade?
If we did get him, I mean, who you gonna give up? That's my thing. Is like I always
Yeah.
think about that
Good
is and it's interesting because this is public too. Like they had a conversation with Devontae, so it could have been like a position swap or
Yep.
player swap or whatever. But anytime you get a talented player like that, it's a benefit. Yeah, you make connections with certain guys. Like I've had a great connection with a couple of my teammates, and then they end up going on somewhere else. But yeah, I was actually surprised by it because I'm like, wow, like I didn't even think that was even going to be a thing. I thought we were good. Like we had all we needed on offense, and then
Yeah.
you hear this, and like, what's going on? But that's what it is. It's a production-based league, but it's also, it's a young man's league too. So, who's that next up-and-coming prized possession that you could potentially get? And I guess A.J. Brown was, came up in those conversations. I've gone against him. He's a fantastic player, one of the better receivers in the NFL. But that's crazy that, he's unhappy over there in Philly. You would never think, especially after winning. It's interesting because none of this narrative came out until after he said, like, the Super Bowl didn't fulfill him. And I'm assuming you have rings. Like, did that as a player fulfill you?
Yes.
So, right.
Yes.
So you
Much so.
right. So you saying that, and then you hearing that from one of the top players in the NFL, like it just doesn't really make sense that
They wideouts, man. Wideouts different. They a different breed than us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't, man.
They,
They're not here for
But
the
I don't-
ultimate.
They more like a hooper. Like
Yep.
Martin won his 30. And if a ring come with it, I hear you, George. If a ring come with it,
Right.
then the ring come with it.
Right,
As long as
right.
he get that 30 and average that 30, then that's what he wants.
got
That's
some
kind of how them
honey
wideouts
buns.
want. They want
Yeah.
their numbers, bro. Imagine how many of the wideouts you see, not just with the Rams, all your teams. Y'all get a big win, and the ex receiver ain't ball, and he just kind of in the locker room just.
Yeah.
Like I seen that so many times, you know what I'm saying? Because they just built a little bit different. But back to Kinsey's point, if the Rams get AJ, oh my God, the league
it's
is
over.
gonna be
It's
in
over.
trouble. And not trust me. You say you don't know who y'all gonna give up, but that means Devontae gonna be gone. But it's okay. It's okay. He 33, AJ 28. That's
I don't think AJ better than Devontae though, personally.
I mean, Devontae led the league in touchdowns. Like, I
did.
mean,
I
what
mean,
more
yeah,
do you want?
but all right, if it was some type of way we
He
can
also had
AI,
Stafford throwing
if we could use AI and we just put AJ in at all those now slants, it's gonna be the same results. You put AJ with Stafford and y'all get in the red zone with that run game. We get in 12 persons. He gonna have the same production as Devontae because he got the
But is
same
it
ball
worth
skills.
all of that
He's
for
a bigger
the
body.
same production?
Huh?
You just said the same production. Is it worth all of that for the same production?
AJ not
Because you're gonna have that production for more years to come. He's 33. I'm telling you, I done been 33, Skip. It's like one day you wake up and it's like, my juice. And where my juice go? It just go. And Sean don't wait for that. Sean is always ahead of the game, bro. Before that juice go, he gonna get something for you, boom, get the next one.
Look,
but
it's a never-ending game, bro.
I don't understand that though, because if you want to go get AJ's not going to be the number one on the team.
Exactly.
He's not. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
we just talked about how
just
he
the
wanted to be this guy, the number one. He didn't care about
But
the Super Bowl.
Devontae
That
ain't
didn't
number
fulfill
one,
him.
right?
No.
Who led the league in touchdowns?
But that doesn't.
You do that for AJ, AJ gonna be something.
No, he's not.
Yes,
No,
he
he's
is.
not.
If
You get it
AJ
50
come out with 14 tutties, I don't gotta be number one. His feet gonna be up 14 tutties. Resume, year complete.
No, you
had 1,000 yards, 14 tutties. He had 2,007 tutties. You're complete. I do this every year.
Receivers want the yards.
Man, AJ will come out. Will you give him 1,000? I wish I could FaceTime him. AJ, would you take 1,000 yards and 14 tutties every year? He'd say, hell yeah.
What if it was 814? He would say no.
Man, he want the tutties, bro. He wants the buckets.
It's only one football. And we
the number 2 led the league in touchdowns last year with like 17 buckets.
Yeah,
but that's because
But he's not the number one option. You know how hard that is as a player to know I'm coming into a situation and I know I'm not going to be the number one and I've been the number one my whole career?
But then you can also get single coverage and ball out.
You get the red zone buckets. You see how we set up for you to just score all the touchdowns. All right, bet. That's like saying the corner. All right, look, you're going to be the number 2 corner, but it's set up for you to get all the picks.
Yeah.
All right, bet. That's cool.
But it sounds good. Your mentality is different because we've seen it with Philly. Like when the ball didn't get, he ran around, he was open, the ball didn't get there, he was complaining.
If he would have scored 17 touchdowns with Philly, he wouldn't be complaining. That's my point. He wouldn't be complaining if he scored 17 tutties.
But he's going to give you that same effort.
Yeah.
Devontae going to give you that effort every time. That's why he got them touchdowns.
Man, it's
I think they're focused on Puka.
AJ, we talking like AJ be on the field walking around and shit. Like,
Nah,
bro, he go ball now. He's still, till this day, he's still going to field and ball. He can say what he want when he playing Call of Duty and motherfucking Grand Theft Auto and shit. He can say what he want. But we on that field, he fucking going crazy. He balling. So, man,
Except in the NFC
Yeah.
Drop
Except
the
in the what?
rocks in the NFC or the divisional.
But I mean,
knocked him out.
that's like a missed tackle. When you miss a tackle, it ain't like you ain't try to tackle the motherfucker.
Yeah, we missed it for the game.
Yeah, I done got it caught on for the game. That don't mean I wasn't trying. You feel me? I still was trying to stop this motherfucker. He just caught the ball on me. I still was trying to tackle this motherfucker.
What they say?
He still was trying to catch them balls. He just dropped the ball. He didn't make the play. That don't got nothing to do with him not being happy.
Yeah, but
like,
you can't do all that, and when the opportunity presents itself, you try harder.
Everybody do. We already had this
try
conversation 7 months ago, but everybody fuck up.
Yeah, everybody fuck up. So everybody don't mope, and then fuck up. It's like if I'm doing all this moping, I got it. When that opportunity presents itself, I got to make the play that I've been moping about, not getting the whole time.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
But if you humble yourself, people may look at that and say like, damn, he was trying. He been cool. He been a team player.
He ain't
been
AJ Brown
quiet
from
about
humbling himself, though.
Skip doesn't
That's why he AJ Brown, because he ain't humbling himself, bro.
But I don't think that's
AJ
what
Brown.
they need, though.
Skip's happy because he's like, I hope AJ not in my division anymore.
Because the one thing the Rams don't need is somebody disrupting their feng shui. They got a good team.
That's where it started.
I think it's a bad move for the Rams.
Sean done brought in MP, Aqib, Talib, Ramsey. Like, bro, he do this shit, bro. And then it ain't like Devontae. It ain't like Devontae just not a receiver. He won too.
Yeah, y'all all
you don't think he a nigga who want the ball?
Y'all got personalities, but at the end of the day, y'all all team players. Y'all all want to win. We just talked about the receiver mentality.
Man, you don't think Devontae got that receiver mentality? He been the number one all his life too.
Man, I ain't heard Devontae say shit.
So he different.
I ain't heard him. I'm just
saying. Man,
Devontae
been the number one receiver since 8U football, forever. Since flag, he been the number one guy. Now he with the Rams, he ain't the number one guy. How do you make him happy? How do you make him happy? Who get the red zone targets? He like, well, shit.
You're not going to be a number 2.
He ain't trying to run around that much anyway. He's 33, like you said.
You're not going to be happy if you're a number 2 and you still in your 20s.
If I'm a number 2, still in my 20s, but I score 14 plus touchdowns a year, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Okay, are you happy even if those touchdowns average like 4 yards per touchdown?
Yeah, because when you look at the stats at the end, it don't say like, I got 7 interceptions. Well, this was a tip pass, and that was an overthrow. That shit don't say that. It just say picks. Like them touchdowns just say tutties.
But if AJ get in LA, what don't tell you that double come off Puka and go to AJ.
Right. And Devontae, too.
Like you said, AJ
when
him
that happened,
now.
When that happened, that know what that's telling me? I'm the number one. So either way, I'm happy. I am the number one. They ain't doubling me. They ain't doubling this thing. I must be the number one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy still.
Yeah.
Has AJ ever led the NFL in receiving touchdowns?
I don't know. I doubt it.
No.
That's my thing. Devontae's done it multiple times. So that's another point of conversation too. It's like, bro, you've never done that. Like Devontae says, I've done that before. I've done that multiple times. So that's my thing about it too. I
catch tug.
I do this. Like I am. Like that's who I am. I catch touchdowns. AJ, he might want more yards than he wants touchdowns. We don't know what he's going to be satisfied with. All we know is he seems like he wants to be out of Philly, right? And if we know his mindset, if y'all know his mindset, he's not going to be, I just don't think he's going to be happy being a number 2 on a team when he knows the mindset of, I know I'm a number 1. Why would I go to a place where I'm number 2? Even if I do, and it's not even a for sure thing that he's going to score 14. What if he goes and everybody has this expectation that he's going to score 10 plus touchdowns and he goes and scores 5? He's not going to be happy.
What if he be a number 1 and he scored 5 somewhere? He still ain't going to be happy.
But the point of the conversation is he's not going to do it at the Rams. He's not going to do that on the Rams.
Yeah.
Man, listen. He made a strong push for him before. If you think the Rams ain't finna make another strong push for him again, y'all crazy as hell.
I don't know.
Y'all crazy as hell.
I'll be another fumble like that draft pick.
You crazy as hell. He ain't fumbled yet.
No, I'm talking about sneak.
They probably was saying it to him, why would you bring Marcus Peters in and Aqib to leave? They gonna fuck up the money. No, we took a chip. What we talking about? Like, come on, man. If they made a strong push before, that mean they liked them.
Quentin, you've covered both of them. How did they compare to you in your mind? How do you view AJ and Devontae? What similarities, differences?
Oh, it's two completely different receivers. Devontae is so quick. Like he's a Houdini off the line. He has the best release package I've ever gone against. You know.
That's why he catches little 4-yard touchdown. You just can't cover him.
You can't cover him, but he's also fast too. Like he's not slow at all. I mean, and he has this smoothness, this agility to him in the top of the route. He mixes up, slows his tempo down just to speed it up. AJ Brown, on the other hand, you know what if you get a slant, you know he might run a slant and he's gonna catch it. Strong hands, strong, like, you know, two completely different players that know what they need to do and how they need to play the game to get open and to have all this production. I'm not gonna say which one I would rather guard. I think they're both hard to guard, but like two completely different players.
And to the touchdowns.
I hate them quick.
Back to them touchdowns, though.
Right.
And where they ain't got no distance, and them is the worst. I can get you leave. You get your hands on them big. Then you can try to moss me. It's gonna be 50-50, whatever. But if I get my hands on you, I got a chance. Can't get your hands on them quick,
You can't.
Back to them touchdowns. Devontae done
You
had
are riding for
Stafford
him.
and A-Rod throwing him the rock. Like our AJ done had what?
Jalen Hurts?
You hating on
He ain't the
Jalen
best
Hurts like that?
passer. He's a bona fide winner, but he ain't just like the best passer of the football.
Nah, for sure.
No, that's fair.
Right.
He ain't had no Hall of Famer. If you get AJ a Hall of Fame fucking quarterback, stop playing, bro. I'm telling you. I'm here with Sean. I see what you're doing, Sean.
But yeah, what happened?
If he liked them 6 months ago, you think he don't like them this 6 months? Like the weather changed, so he don't like them now? Like, come on, fam. Hey, the Rams gonna be a player June 1st. Just watch what I tell you.
Yeah, we got a couple days. We're gonna find out.
They gonna be playing ball for AJ. You best believe that.
Yeah,
Patriots
and
out.
to what you give for him, you know, F them picks. You know, maybe it's
Fuck them picks.
Yeah, okay.
Shit, don't get. Hey.
Oh.
I mean, you
Now
could,
you 2 or 3. It's really gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that's
Nah, it ain't gonna be 3. Sean do this shit, man. It ain't gonna be 3. You ain't gonna hold on to Devontae cold. I fuck with that league in touchdowns. He cold, but
I think he's going,
too
I think
much
he's
of a
going to
good
the
thing.
Patriots.
you ain't stopping the Rams. You get all
That's a
3 of
big
them on the same field. I'll tell you that.
it's a wrap. It's a super wrap.
That's literally a Pro
Forget
Bowl
about it.
roster, Pro Bowl receiving corps.
They might break the touchdown record, the passing record, every offensive record, you name it.
He got an 11 personnel package.
Really, and then you add Puka.
He started with that 11 personnel package, toting out of it, and come on, man. Then they tried to adjust to that. Then he go to 12 on you. Hey, man, Sean do this shit.
Yeah, he does.
But if you lose Devontae, hey, the one thing about NFL players, the clock stop on all of us eventually. And it's usually about like 33 to 34 for the skill positions.
It is.
He gonna be 34 in December. So, hey, why he hot? Why he led the league in touchdowns? If I could get a 2 from him, or, bro, they gonna play the game, bro. That's all part of the game, bro, that the Rams have mastered. Besides that little quarterback draft pick. But the Rams have mastered that part of the game. They team stay souped up. You know what I'm saying? So if I could swap out an AJ for Devontae, a 33 for a 28, bro, what we talking about?
Yeah,
I'm just any day.
I'm a little selfish because I like Devontae a lot.
I fuck with him. I
You
understand
ride
that
for your
part.
guy. I like it.
I understand
by
that
the
part.
way, you are the Super Bowl favorite as we speak with Devontae as your starting
Why are
receiver.
we
So
changing anything?
So the odds makers are saying you're good, man. You're okay. But to his point, could you get 4 years younger and a little bit more explosive?
A little bit more juice.
Yeah.
I mean, those conversations are going on all the time.
Yeah, they are.
It happens with me. It happens with you.
With everybody.
They evaluate every single position at the end
Everybody,
of the
bro.
season. Where can we improve? Where are we lacking? What do we need to do to change some things to put us in the best position to win a Super Bowl? And, I mean, you guys saw it, what we
That's
did.
the game within the game.
Hey, they just went and got two Kansas City corners. As you said, they're bringing rings into your locker room.
Right.
That's that move that you're talking about, right?
They don't stop, bro.
No.
They do not stop.
All right, guys, it's tax season and everybody's talking about money, refunds, bills, and all of that. But here is what people forget. It is credit. Getting your credit over 600 can save you about $2,000 next time you finance a car. That's basically a whole tax refund staying in your pocket. If your credit isn't where you want it to be or you're just starting out, check out Kickoff. Kickoff helps you build credit by improving the key factors that determine it. When you open an account, it diversifies your credit mix, and every on-time monthly payment to Kickoff, it builds your credit history. And because the payments are small, your credit utilization gets healthier too. So plans start at just $5 a month with no hidden fees and 0 interest, and you can sign up right from your phone in minutes. Users who started with Kickoff under 600 grow an average of 86 points just by paying on time. Starting building your credit with Kickoff today. Get your first month as little as $1 when you go to getkickoff.com/arena. That's KIKOFF for Kickoff. There's no C in it. .com/arena. Now let's get back into it. So this is what we were talking a little bit about before the show. So Justin Herbert obviously is dating an icon, Madison Beer over here, and
I wouldn't go icon.
I don't even know.
I'm a girl. I love her.
I can't go icon yet.
I ain't even heard.
Is she
Okay.
iconic?
When I read the question, I thought it was a beer festival or something. Like, I ain't know what y'all talking about.
This is what-
Madison, that's a name.
You thought it was a beer brand?
I thought he was going over there.
going over there to
beer
party,
fest.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, when he
Trying to
did
get
go
loaded.
partying.
You've never seen this girl?
I've seen her doing a game, but the names, it didn't correlate when I just Madison Beer Tour. I'm like,
Beer.
What does she sing?
Okay, she's really hot, first off. So,
Yeah, of course.
But she's really, in the girl world, she's very well known. So she's got her own thing. It's exciting for Justin
She
Herbert.
sings kind of girly songs.
You
Is that
listened
fair?
before the
I
show.
did.
Yeah,
I
and what'd
did.
you
What's the
think?
name
She's
of
got
the
a nice
song,
voice.
Kinsey?
I liked it.
What?
What's like her top song?
I couldn't even.
Come on, Kim.
Right. What are we talking about?
Okay,
Like, come on. Right. We talking about icons. You don't even know the song.
It's a little, you guys, it's a little girly for me, all right?
Okay.
It is. It is. That's true. I think
But
it's
she's really hot.
Reckless. That's what I listen
And he's infatuated with her. He's really
Yeah.
excited. So he missed OTAs to go on her tour in Poland. And Aqib Talib over here has got the football gods. If you miss OTAs, you are not going to have a good season.
You're going to lose your tackles again,
Especially
right?
for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Right. And you got a new OC, too?
Oh,
But
No.
his coach was asked about it. And let's take a listen because he seems fine with it.
So excited, so excited. And I was happy, went to support Madison
Nervous.
on her music
Freestyling.
tour. Madison supports him at the football games, and he told me he wasn't going to be here for those 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and
2 weeks?
my first reaction
he
was,
missed 2
"Do you need a
weeks.
ride to the
Oh, I
airport?"
thought it was like 2 days.
He's just been somebody that he's just
know
here
what
all the
to say.
time. I mean, it's.
Harbaugh look tired.
There's times I've wanted to shoo him out of the building. He's at every voluntary, every non-voluntary.
He just
working
know what
out.
to
Him the
do.
same
That's how
guy
you
that
keep your discipline.
broke his hand, and then he was here the next day practicing. The next game, stiff arming guys. So yeah, I was happy. Good
Is
balance.
Harbaugh okay?
Good balance.
That's a good job. That's a good job by Jim.
Simpson was
That's a
ass.
great job by Jim keeping it, on the low. But you could just, as a player, you can read people and you can read coaches. Like, he's kind of like, there's nothing I could have done about it.
Yep.
But at the same time, if it were up to me, he would be here.
Right.
That's what
Let
he's
me
saying.
put out the fire right here.
Yeah.
That's what Harbaugh. That's why he's such a good coach, because he know how to handle all situations. They ask this question. Let me just act like I don't give a fuck. It's good. She support her.
He did seem really.
That's like a
nervous, though. I don't
superpower of
think he
his,
ever
bro.
got
That's a great leader. He's just gonna put out the fire, keep our shit in house. However I'm feeling about it, y'all won't know.
Yeah, that was one of them situations when your kids, somebody come to you, tell you what your kids did. You didn't know what they did, but
Right.
you go, oh yeah, I knew. I let them do it.
Right.
Your ass in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What
So,
I tell your ass?
Yeah, what's your reaction? You're shaking your
Jim Harbaugh was laying it on so thick in that interview that it was almost borderline sarcastic what he was saying, because he was saying, I was so happy. I said, let me take you to the airport. That was the other. Let me take you to the air. What? He was, as Aqib points out, all you guys do, he's just trying to defuse a threatening situation.
Mm-hmm.
You're a franchise quarterback who has proven absolutely nothing in the National Football League. He's 0-3 in playoff games, and he stunk in all 3 playoff games. Just took 2 weeks off to go be with her at the opening of her concert tour in Poland, and you're happy about it. No, you're not happy about it at all. And as Quintin points out, you have a brand new offensive coordinator who's very different than anything you've ever had in Mike McDaniel. And you drafted in the 4th round a kid named Brennan Thompson that I watched at Oklahoma, and he went to Mississippi State. He's the fastest receiver in the draft. He was 4.26. He's going to give you something you haven't had, a real live deep threat. He can get behind people and catch it over his shoulders. And you need to time that up in OTAs, because he's going to be difficult for you to match your arm talent with.
Right.
So all of this screamed, you need to be there for phase 2 of OTAs. He missed the entire phase 2. And then Harbaugh's saying he's the same guy who broke his hand and he was back the next day practicing. He's also the same guy who got sacked 54 times last year, which was second only to Cam Ward, a rookie, obviously in Tennessee. And as I said, 0-3 in the playoffs with 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions and a lost fumble, and a combined QBR in those 3 games of 29. That scale 0 to 100. So he has been pathetic in all 3 playoff games. And, I'm sure he's madly in love, and he posted on her birthday in March.
Justin probably didn't even want to be there.
What's that?
Honestly, I said Justin probably didn't even want to be there. It was just probably the requirement of him dating somebody on that level, right?
So he posted, she's my favorite person of all time. She's changed my life forever. Okay, so he's smitten. He's head over heels. He's madly in love.
That's what he calls sprung.
Okay, well that's what it is.
Smitten.
Okay, but
She's like, you better be on my tour.
Right.
But here's the other thing. If you're the management of this franchise and you're Jim Harbaugh, whose entire Super Bowl goal, he badly, he lost to his brother in the Super Bowl. It's all tied up in Justin Herbert's psyche, however good he can be. And as you mentioned, he's got the arm talent, but you're not sure about the intangibles at all because he hasn't proven it yet at the highest levels. So she's talked open and often about her mental health struggles, and she's talked about her bisexuality, and that's all cool. That's great. I admire her for being very open about that. But if you're listen, hey, but if you're running this franchise, if you're at the top, if you're Jim Harbaugh, you're thinking, are we sure about this? Because it's not exactly like she's the college sweetheart or the high school sweetheart that he's been with forever. This is 10 months of a relationship, and I'm just not. For the Chargers, they have to be thinking, God, is this going to work? Is it going to be volatile? And she demands that he be there, as you point out, for her to start her tour. Which career is more important? Hers, if she's iconic already, or his? He's the franchise quarterback of a team with the 5th best Super Bowl odds. So Vegas sort of, they got a chance.
Chargers have the 5th best?
Yes, they do. They have the 5th best Super Bowl odds.
That's how you want to listen.
Okay, I'm just saying. They have talent. They have a good defense. They have good coaches. Mike McDaniel, you thought was a great hire.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there until you miss 2 weeks. What?
Nah.
They improved their
It's like the whole show on pause.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the wideouts can't really practice
can't.
without you.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
The O-line, I guess they can learn. It's like the whole offensive show is on pause until you get back. Like,
Was it the workout or I don't think it was the on field. I think it was just training.
Phase 2 OTAs.
Phase 2, yeah.
Nigga, that's with the shit. We live in phase 2. Like, we on the field, like, it's OTA.
I thought it was just running and lifting. Like, I don't think it's honestly that big of a deal, right? The 2 weeks,
Oh,
I'm going to play
Lord.
devil's advocate. And this is why I say, right, you got somebody in a quarterback like Herbert that has done everything, been in there every day, and he still got the skeptics, he still got the critics because he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that, this and that. When he hasn't had necessarily all the tools that these successful quarterbacks has had. He got Mike McDaniels now, right? Genius OC, right? The defense, like you said, Skip, is above par, right?
I'd
Pretty
say.
good defense, right?
Yeah.
The O-line last year hindered them was trash.
Yeah.
That's why they had so many sacks. They got some work to do. Without him, they can do their own damn work and be all right when he get under center.
But the 2 tackles are really good, and they were gone last year, right?
Yeah,
But
for
they're
sure,
really
yeah,
good.
you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now he got his girlfriend,
Yeah.
right? Going overseas for it, right? Get your mental right. We want you to come back relaxed. It's obviously a good relationship for him. Sometimes that's what it takes. A little ease,
yeah.
back rub, motivation
Maybe.
from your lady when you go home, get on the couch instead of playing video games, you're getting your head and your neck rubbed or whatever to make it. She an icon. Now she pumping your juices. You come to work, you ready to go. I needed them 2 weeks. I was stressed out. And you know how Herbert is, Skip. He a little wiry. So when you say the wrong thing, he might collapse. But now he got a good woman by his side. And you know what they say about a man with a good woman by his side, right?
True.
Yeah, it might be MVP. You seen when Aaron Rodgers was going to the Indy 500 with Danica Patrick missing. He got 2 MVPs them seasons. He missed all OTA.
And how long did that last?
Yeah, she turned out to be crazy.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what I'm saying? This might be MVP season for
maybe
Herbert.
he turned out to be crazy.
I ain't gonna go there. But look, this might be Herbert MVP season. That's all I'm saying, man.
Now that's it's the opposite of championship energy.
Yeah.
Like, let me just go get my mental right. Y'all boys go to work. I'm gonna go get that ain't championship.
Well, I'm
Had
not
a lot
saying
of
he
time to
thought
get his
like
mental
that.
That's
I'm
not
saying that
championship
may
energy.
be
I'm
the
put it like
end
this.
result.
Tom wouldn't do it.
Tom did it when he won a Super Bowl with the Bucks. He was gone.
Nigga was in COVID. Nigga, what you talking about?
What?
Ain't nobody go to OTA.
Tom was gone. He was dealing with the behind the scenes with the family and stuff.
And ask Siri, who is the only quarterback to win a chip and not go to OTA? That nigga named Tom Brady.
Yeah, maybe.
He the only one. And
Some MVPs won though.
Mahomes
There's been
wouldn't do
some
it.
MVPs.
Damn,
Mahomes ain't gonna do
Stafford
it.
wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman wouldn't do it.
He said since January 11th to get his mind right.
Like, come on, bro.
That wasn't enough time.
Look, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want my quarterback there, but what I'm saying is he's done it the other way for so long. This is one time. It's one time.
Nah,
not saying make a habit of it. But let's see what happens. That's all I'm saying.
opportunity
Before we condemn him,
done.
let's see what happens. Lamar Jackson got some MVPs.
We ain't
Missing
talking about
OTAs.
MVP. This ain't basketball.
What has he done in the playoffs?
We ain't hooping for MVPs, bro. We don't care
It's a
about
successful
that.
season.
We
He got
can't-
Mike
we ain't all-
McDaniels now.
We ain't all finna go hoist the
It's
MVP
team.
trophy,
It's
bro.
team.
To your
It's
point,
team.
TJ, to your point, you just saying if you got a good person in your corner that supports you and lets you do what
I'm
you
just
want,
saying,
maybe
it may be beneficial.
It may be beneficial.
It may be beneficial.
Because you're saying everything else hasn't been beneficial for him. So this
Exactly.
might put him over the edge.
I'm just saying, Lee. I'm just saying it may be beneficial.
Shit. Hey, Bill Belichick liable to nigga fire your ass. Nigga trade you would be on the block fucking with. Yeah, man, come on, man. It's the quarterbacks who really feel like we gonna win a chip. They ain't doing that, bruh. They ain't. It's other things that run the house
Yeah.
in them houses, bro. We ain't. Come on,
Okay,
man.
so how does this compare to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? What's the? It's
First
not
of all,
a quarterback.
Kelsey ain't the quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
show can go on without Kelsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. The show can't go on without Herbert. Like, we all gotta wait. Ain't going to Poland shit. We all might as well burn off for 2 weeks and come back.
Yeah,
been
but
there.
We all might as well go do our own workouts and then everybody come back when he back. Like,
But it
what,
just
what's the
feels
point of us
like
being here?
Taylor Swift has her career, and she does her, and he does him.
Right.
And then she comes to the games, and that's all great. But then you brought up to me before the show, Josh Allen marries Haley Steinfeld.
But-
And she goes off and makes movies for 3 months at a
He
time.
ain't up under
and
her. He
does-
can't work, bro. We gotta work.
Yeah.
She's making
But
out
you
with
We
Michael
gotta
B.
work
Jordan.
ourselves, bro.
You
Focus
bring
We
on
make our
football.
own. He make his own 20 plus
Yeah.
$40 million a year, bro. I gotta work too.
Yeah.
Like that's a conversation me and my wife would never have. Like, come on, baby. It's the 8
Hey.
inches run this. Like, I ain't talking about what? It'll never happen, bro. It'll never happen, bro.
Yeah.
At all.
All them quarterbacks do have something in common. They have a great system around them. So now he has a pretty good system around. We'll see. You mentioned Tom Brady, Belichick. Tremendous duo, top 5 defense winning Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, top 5 defense winning Super Bowls. Justin Herbert, now Harbaugh. Now you have McDaniels in. They get to that top 5 defense. Maybe. But you can't just do it on your own, showing up to OTAs. Ain't going to get it done by itself. You need shit around you to get it done.
Yeah.
He ain't had shit around him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. What are we
I
talking
mean, not compared to
about? Come on.
aforementioned.
Yeah, how would you feel if it was your quarterback in these last couple weeks you've been OTAs?
I just selfishly, I would want him to be there for me as a defensive back. Like, I want the work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if Stafford went there for 2 weeks, I would feel like I would be getting shorted on my game, you know, because
You'll be going against Ty Simpson.
No, but Kinsey,
Keith,
was it
you're
on field?
on
Look.
I don't think it was on field. I think it was workouts, like lifting and
It's
running.
Phase two
though.
is
Phase
so.
two's not workout.
Let me see. Phase 2
In the
is-
beginning, it is.
Phase 1 is lifting, running. Phase 2 is similar, but receivers do run routes.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
That's like
But you're right,
primary.
if it's just a lifting.
You don't need to see you in there, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, obviously the boys are feeling different about that one. Let's move on. Last season we had Von Miller on the show, and obviously it's your guys' boy. You guys all won a Super Bowl together. So he's still out there doing it, and he is a free agent, and he has been in talks with Sean Payton about potentially returning to the Broncos. So that could be fun. This is what he actually said. I lobbied publicly, privately, and so I lobbied. I think there's no question the type of environment I bring to a locker room. I think there's no question the type of environment I bring to a team. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but at 37 years old, I can still roll out the bed and still rush the quarterback. I'm still a great guy in the locker room, and I can bring great energy and make sure everybody is ready to go. So you guys have obviously played with him, and last year, I mean, it wasn't talked about as time, but the man had 9 sacks at 37 years old. So, Aqib, would this be the right move for the Broncos?
I think it would. I think it'd be a good move for him because, I mean, he hit it. That's important shit. Like, you want a great leader in the locker room. That's what he is. You want a great teammate. You know what I'm saying? And one of Von's superpowers, I'm telling you, he know how to bring teams together. All teams ain't just close like you said y'all are. Every team not like that, bro. I done been on teams where we get off work, I don't talk to boys, I don't see boys till the next day, and we was trash. Von know how to make his house a locker room. You know what I'm saying? It's an extension of the locker room. So he know how to bring them teams together, man. He got winning energy. He got 2 chips, right? That's winning energy. You know what I'm saying? In there. And if they was gonna do it, I would want them to do it now. Now is the time where you get that real belief on we could win this chip. Like this where it's created right here. You don't show up on September the 11th and like, hey, we might win a chip this year. That ain't where it start at. That shit start in this offseason, start in April. So if they was gonna do it, I would want them to do it right now because that's where you grow as a team. You know what I'm saying? That's where you become real brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's where that energy is created, man. So I think it'll be a great move, man. He don't gotta lead the charge. He wouldn't start. He said it himself. I wouldn't start. He gonna come in and get guys breaks and do his shit. Now if Benito need a break and Von Miller come in, come on, man. What are we talking about? Like that's a great backup to have.
Yeah.
And if he good with that role, then I would be great with that role. You ain't got to break the bank for him or nothing. So he just trying to get another chip, bro. He trying to contribute because he still can play.
Yeah.
He still got that get off, man. So I think it'd be a great move for the Broncos.
Right. I think it's great too because he's actively voicing that he wants to play. So he has that mindset that I want to contribute to a team. You know, a lot of guys, when they're at that age, they kind of on the fringe. Do I want to play? Do I not?
Right.
You know, I'm old. Do I still got it? But he knows and he's confident in himself to, you know, go in there and, you know, have the production. On top of that, I heard a story. This is the year before I came to the Rams when he was on the Rams. And he was saying he was one of the biggest additions to the locker room in terms of his voice, his presence, his experience. And he had even helped Aaron Donald kind of figure out, hey, how do I lead these guys as well? He is the one that brought in the Super Bowl trophy when they were going on the run to show everybody, hey, this is a reminder of what it looks like. You know, this is a visual representation of what we're trying to get to. And, you know, to have a guy like that, you know, has the experience of obviously going to the Super Bowl, but also is sharing that, you know, valuable information to everybody. I mean, that's huge. So it's cool. And I mean, if he still got it, he still got it, even at 37 years old.
Yeah, like he said, man, I said it myself. He going to fall asleep and get 9 sacks. And that's what he's been doing. And on top of that, with his sacks, man, Von know how to get that ball out. And that was one of the issues the Broncos had last season was the turnover. They had a lot of sacks. They weren't getting a lot of turnovers from sacks. Von going to go sack and strip that ball. That's what he did. That's how we got the chip. In the Super Bowl, Cam Newton, Tom Brady, everything leading up to that game. He know how to get that ball on them strip sacks. And let alone, the Broncos don't have a player on their team that's won a Super Bowl. Not one. So bringing Von into the locker room, like you said, it's that roadmap. I mean, we know Sean has done it. He's a coach. It's a little different when you have a player in there that's been there, can tell you the stories, can tell you what practice was, can tell you how the weekly preparation was, what we did at Fam's house, right? He probably get another house, bring everybody back over there. That camaraderie off the field. So I think it'd be a great thing for the Broncos, right? Benito and Cooper, right? They gonna do their thing off the edge, but when that third down and long, that second and long come, you put Von Miller on that edge, and we know that one thing he do better than almost anybody is get to that quarterback. It's going to be hell. You got Allen in the middle coming up. Man, that's going to be crazy when you get to that third down. It's going to be like you having D. Ware and Vaughn back in the day. Like, you ain't want to see that as a quarterback. You don't want to see that as a left and right tackle. The two of the best pass rushers in the league, right? So I think it'd be great, you know, for reasons Lee said, like you said, is having somebody that's done it, bringing that leadership, that mentorship, and just having a roadmap, a guide to how you get there, sitting by the campfire, telling the players the Super Bowl stories, right? That's how you get
energy.
There. That energy, them goosebumps you get from hearing them stories, right? D. Ware, that's what he brought to us, right? Even though he didn't win the Super Bowl, he had stories, he had playoff stories for us, moments. That's how you get over the hump. And that's what Von to bring to the Broncos.
That's who Von got the Super Bowl speech from. And what D.
That's
Ware
why he brought that.
That's what D. Ware
trophy
said that before the Super Bowl. Set that thing on the table, and we're just quiet, just looking at it. This what we in it for, y'all, boy. Like it was goosebump speech. D. Ware and Peyton. I'm telling you, it was real. Von stole it. He told D. Ware, I stole the speech, but I did it in L.A.
Right, okay.
I did it in L.A., bro.
Okay.
We went and won it.
Yep.
So I slept on Von sacks last year because I guess they just put me to sleep because I didn't remember one of them. And we had him on at the Super Bowl, and I'm like, wait.
9?
You had 9.5, wasn't it? 9? What? How? I don't know. But he did that, and he's 37 years of age. So, and then I was looking at how many sacks you guys had in 2015, and you did lead the league with 52, and you guys last year had 68 sacks. That's okay. So you took it up a whole nother level. So could he give you 5 sacks, or maybe? You know, he could just do it on savvy, just on know-how, right? And he was a Super Bowl MVP. That's hard to do, right? From that position. But he took that game over. Took it away from Cam Newton, who a lot of people thought would dominate you guys, but Von dominated him. So there's a lot of feel good to it, and like everything else in life, it just comes down to dollars and cents. So would Von play for nothing, like for veteran minimum, it's 1.3. Last year, the Commanders, they ended up paying him 7.3 off a $2 million base, where you got roster bonuses and incentives, and it boosted him to $7.1 million. Maybe you could do something like that, but
He ain't tripping on that
you don't think so?
at all.
Because he was telling us about his chicken ranch and his chicken
Man,
farming.
bro
right?
got paper for days.
He's got it,
He
right?
ain't tripping on that.
Okay.
It ain't about the cash for him no more.
Okay.
He done played 12 years where it's about the cash. These years ain't about the cash.
Okay. Well, so if he wants one last hurrah, where it all started, where his heart is,
Where they got an op at?
yeah, do they? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if you guys would love it or not, but if you thought he was just reaching too far back to the past, but you think he could help maybe off the field more than on the field.
I think so. Yeah, he'll definitely help the locker room.
I think both.
He a great teammate, bro. It's an ultimate team game.
Yeah.
The best team wins the chip. The healthiest, best team wins the chip. And it's certain guys, bro, who real teammates, they know how to, get guys out the house. This guy probably would never go out to dinner. Von gonna get his ass out the crib. He gonna be over here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He gonna be over here too. He got, no matter what he got to get him dressed. Like, You don't like to put on clothes because you ain't really got no swag. You don't like to get around the guy. They're gonna fire your ass. Put this on, bro. I got you. That's the type of guy he is. He gonna help you in all situations. You know what I'm saying? So it's needed, man. It's needed.
So if he signs, you will guarantee Denver wins the Super Bowl?
I don't do that, Skip. We've been around me long enough.
I'll try.
No more dinner
Right
on the
on,
line.
right.
Skip's just trying to take
Skip
advantage.
trying to draw that ticket up.
Right now.
Say you guaranteed. Say you
I needed
guaranteed.
to
You didn't even get to go to Nobu. You never even got to cash in.
I ain't ate since I've been to LA. You know what I'm saying? Skip still ain't. We done been
starving.
10 dinners up, bro. He's just knocking them off.
We're about to be even.
All right, let's move on. So these boys all season long lobbied for Travis Hunter to be on defense and not offense. Obviously, they went with the choice to be more on offense, but earlier this offseason, Jaguars confirmed that he will be a full-time corner and then dabble on offense. So Hunter actually spoke this week about the noise, and this is what he had to say.
Did it bother you that became such a topic, an odd topic in the offseason?
Nah, it didn't bother me. They've been doing that my whole career. Just getting in shape and continue to just. I couldn't run,
such
so
a happy guy.
weight room was my best friend. Being able to let out some anger because I ain't have my 2 feet. So.
DJ, what's your reaction to this?
I mean, I'm glad he's in a good space. He's happy. He's unfazed. He shouldn't be fazed by it, right? You shouldn't be fazed, right? I hope he's not looking at it as, some motivation to prove that he can play both ways. Because, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Like, there's been plenty of talented. Do you think he's the most talented player to ever play in the NFL? Short answer.
He's one of them.
One of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of them, for sure. I agree. Right? You got, both.
I'm gonna tell you, I went and seen that shit live, bro. Colorado, I was on that sideline. Oklahoma State, Colorado. Bro had 3 touchdowns on offense, had a pick and dropped 2 picks on deep, bro. I was like, God damn, he was going in. Like, I ain't seen a player, short space quickness, ball skills, bro. He was very impactful.
Okay, I got to say real quick, fortunately or unfortunately, I saw his coach at Colorado, Deion Sanders, up close and personal, covered him when he played. I've never seen anything like it before on both sides of the ball.
So you got players like Prime, you got players like Bo Jaxson.
Yeah, Bo Jaxson.
Did both ways, right?
Bo Jaxson played both?
No.
I mean, talking about two sports, my bad, based off of talent, right? Charles Woodson, Heisman Trophy winner, because he, played a little bit of offense in college, mainly defense, right? Rod Woodson, right? Darryl Green, Champ Bailey, all these guys, right? They're great players because they were great at a specific position. What they did full time, what I committed all my time into, and prepared to be great at, right? I don't think it's necessarily noise coming from people like us, other analysts, other ex-players saying, yo, focus on one thing so you can be great. I don't think that's noise. It's more advice and experience. So when you sit us down right here and we talk about Travis Hunter, can he be capable of playing both positions? Yes, but when it's all said and done and he leaves this game, when you do that, will you be considered great? Or will you just be a player that was talented that played both ways? Because you're not going to be known as a great receiver. And you're not going to be known as a great cornerback.
But what if he come out and do great things at
don't
both of them?
allow you. It's not, the allowance isn't there, right?
But they ain't been there in the past.
But what makes you...
We ain't never seen nobody do it in college first, did we? Who we seen do that in college? Play full-time, start and ball. Did we ever see somebody do it in college?
If they had the time, if they were given the time...
But we all had the same time, TJ.
But what I'm saying is...
From you played
what I'm saying is not time...
He had 4 quarters,
the
I had 4
coach's
quarters.
time. If you had a player or a coach that was like, yo, like Prime allowed him to play both ways and commit that much time... I think, yes, we would have seen players do that.
But did we see it? Who was the first?
No, we haven't because they hadn't had the opportunity.
All right, well.
Now, what I'm saying is, let's just hear me out. Hear me out. I think Travis wants to be great. He wants to be a Hall of Fame player when it's all said and done. Mm-hmm. And I think the best way for him to accomplish that is to sticking to one side, whether it's, now he can do that at receiver. And he can do that at corner. I think he's capable of doing it at both positions. But he has to pick one. And they said you're going to play corner, which is great. And I think he can be an all-time great at the corner position. But when you're trying to split up your time and play both, it just takes away from that.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Wait, one more time.
Okay, go ahead.
You know I like philosophy, right? It's a philosopher, right? He says, I fear not the man that practiced 10,000 kicks one time. I fear the man that practiced one kick 10,000 times. Mm-hmm. You know who said that? Bruce Lee. It ain't nothing crazy, Kinsey. Kinsey looking at me like, who the hell done said that shit?
What books are you reading?
But yeah, so practice that one kick 10,000 times and you have a gold jacket.
All right, so let me ask you this. Was he great in college?
Yeah, he was pretpretty good.
Pretty good. He won a Heisman.
Yeah, he was great.
He was great, right?
Yeah.
He was great in
college.
Well,
He was great in college.
Philosophy too. I'm in the questions and answers. Was he great in college?
He was great in college.
Did he play both ways full time in college?
For the most part, yes.
It ain't for the most part. He started offense, defense, played the entire year, made plays on defense, made plays on offense. Was he the first person to do that?
Yes.
All right, well, it's believe it or not,
this ain't the Pac-10.
But I'm just saying, believe it or not, but it's gonna be somebody who do that shit in the league.
And I'm gonna tell you.
Why not him?
It ain't gonna be.
He already done it. He's the only person who's done it on this level.
It ain't gonna be nobody that does it at this high level in the NFL. Because we seen when he was in the tub. You like availability.
It was a day we were saying motherfuckers weren't going to, anybody never going to run no 4-2. Now they spitting them hoes out.
That's different. You like availability, he keep doing that back and forth shit. He ain't gonna be available. It's the nature of this game. You playing with grown men that's specialists.
So if he come out,
we specialize in fucking motherfuckers up.
If he come out and get 4 picks, had like 2 good solid follow games on defense, and score like 9 touchdowns on offense,
that ain't happening.
He should be in the MVP conversation.
If
he does that, though.
If he do some shit like that, 5 picks,
come out and fucking
and 9 offensive touchdowns.
I'm telling you, bro, it's the athlete is getting better and better. I can show you a reel on my phone that 8-year-olds one hand snagging.
Sure.
The athletes is going. It's just a new day and age, bro. It's going to change. One day it's going to be a left tackle who go play D tackle and be a damn good pass rusher and come up with 8 sacks.
Just like we was talking about just because you make plays don't make you great.
That Heisman Trophy made him great.
Yeah, that's college though. This ain't college.
Well, we all gotta crawl.
You got dogs like Lake.
We all got to crawl.
I do this every day. I'm playing specializing DB. I'm watching you move, your movements, your timing. I do this every day. You gonna do it halftime and think you're gonna be as great as the man doing it every day? No, I don't care how much talent you got.
They did in college though.
So Quentin,
that's the pack.
Did you play receiver?
They done got rid of the pack because they let them do that shit.
Always defense. Your father just said that's what you're gonna do.
No, I got put into that not because my dad told me, but because people knew my dad, they told me to play DB.
Okay.
So that's how that went. Initially I was a running back. Running back early on, played running back, linebacker. I mean, if you're a good player when you're young in Pop Warner, you playing running back. You're going to touch the ball every time.
Okay.
That's just how it goes when
And
you're that young.
how far did you go with running back?
Running back went all the way up until I got to high school. And then they figured out, who's your dad? Oh, Cardinal Lake, you're playing.
Oh, yeah, you a DB, bro.
Yeah, you're a DB.
I seen you.
Yeah, you're a DB. I never played DB. Oh, you're a DB. I said, oh, okay. I'll figure it out. Played corner in high school, and then, to your point, wasn't fast enough to play safety in college. And then
I never said you weren't fast.
no, I'm messing with you. But back on the Travis Hunter point though, if he does it, he's special.
What you think?
Is it a big if? That's only up for him. But I'll say this: if he gets hurt one more time, it's gonna be over with. The biggest concern was if he got hurt his first year, and he got hurt his first year, and people around the league, from what I'm hearing, was it's because he was playing both sides.
But why did Devontae get hurt?
Pulled his hammy?
Why he get hurt?
Because he's 33.
Okay, well, why did everybody get hurt?
Yeah.
Well, you play one side of the ball and get hurt. I can't say, you got hurt because you're playing both sides. It's numerous of niggas who get hurt.
Would you rather some dude give you 100% of their specialization or 50% on both sides?
I like football players. If you can line up and go up top and be productive at this and come out and strap something, oh shit, you changing the game, brother.
You know how much time it takes to prepare for
man, I'm
defense?
gonna put it like this, Kinsey. I played both ways, right? And if I ain't had a life that I had, smoking and drinking and partying and chilling, I felt like I could have did it. Like, let me would have been as disciplined as him, taking care of my body. I don't smoke, I don't drink. 9 o'clock, boom, phone down, I'm in the bed. I feel like I could have done it, bro. It was not to say it was easy, but bro, I used to go, nothing against the safeties, but they used to put me in a slot versus cover 4. Up top, throw that shit up, bro. This shit is easy work, bro. Like, bro.
At Kansas?
Okay,
At Kansas, bro, I scored 10 touchdowns in college. At receiver.
That's what I'm saying. So look,
crazy at receiver.
if they would have gave you the time, if they would have gave you the time to go completely both ways, like Prime gave him the time to do that, you would have had the same success, right?
Maybe, yeah.
So it ain't the times, it's just the allowance. Like
No,
I'm
it's the
getting
guys.
to. If they would have gave Charles Woodson the same amount of time as on defense as they did on offense at Michigan, he would have been tearing shit up.
But that's
and
the
it would have
thing.
been the same.
I couldn't handle it. Because shit, I smoke big gas after practice. I'm big
Man,
gas.
you know you can smoke gas and keep going.
No, you can't, bro. I used to be dog ass time. Keep returning.
You got asthma,
Hell
though.
no. Hell, return this punt, keep. Hell no, man. There's somebody else in there, but I'm tired. I couldn't physically do it. I feel like if you can physically do it and you got the skills, come on, bro. So you say it ain't never gonna happen ever in football where somebody gonna play both ways and be productive at both ways.
I'm not
never
saying
gonna happen.
I say it can happen
great.
with him. I think he can do it. It's just not gonna happen though. I think he can. He can. It's just not gonna happen.
So never, ever in football, nobody's ever gonna do it.
I mean, there's anomalies every time. Nobody thought Usain Bolt would break the 100-meter record.
Every record in the world
Right.
get broke.
I'm saying it would probably eventually happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen? When they start wearing flags and play both ways.
So the first conversation I ever had with you back in August, we talked about this, and you were talking to Coach Gruden, Jay Gruden, and I said, hey, he has to play every snap at corner, but he can also be a dominant receiver as he grows into the NFL, because that's what he did in the Big 12, obviously, at Colorado.
Well.
And they did it upside down. He lasted 7 games. And by the way, to your point about the narrative about him getting hurt, he tore it running free in practice. It was non-contact. It was just freaky to me. And so they did it completely upside down because he played twice as many snaps in the 7 games on offense. And I kept saying, that's just wrong. He has to start at cornerback every snap, every game. They were putting him in spot duty at corner, and you can't. The position is too hard to play, where you got to get the rhythm. You got to get your legs under you. You got to start timing up whichever receiver you're mostly covering. You got to get into the flow of the game. You can't just throw him in and out and in and out. At that position, no. At receiver, yes. You can go in and out. But he played twice as many snaps at receiver, 323 to 162 on defense. And what was happening in those 7 games? They were 4-3. What happened after he got hurt and was gone? They took off, and they went 13-4 overall. They had the second best record in pro football to the 3 teams that went 14-3. Well, it wasn't working on offense, but it can. And our man Cody, who's not here today, obviously, kept saying, well, I need him in practice to time up with me. I need a lot of practice routes with him to get a feel for him. And I understand that, but now they're saying we need him more at cornerback. So he will start next year at cornerback, but we will also definitely use him on offense. Well, that's the way to approach it.
Right.
Because he's automatic. He's going to be a Pro Bowl cornerback. To me, from what I've seen of him and what you saw when you went to Colorado, he can be a Hall of Fame cornerback. He is that good. And his coach, who was the greatest cornerback by far who ever played, says he's him. He's it, right?
Yep.
And yet Dion told me before the draft, I would use him in pro football exactly the way we used him at Colorado. He can do both because he's incredibly gifted, and he's like one of those kids who can just run all day, he just got that gear in him. And he does take care of himself, probably better than you took care of yourself at that age. Okay? So now it seems like at least they're going at it correctly because he's going to help their defense immensely. And it was just out of whack. It was out of rhythm on both defense and offense in the first 7 games of the year.
Yeah.
I get it. I just know it's all records, everything like comes to an end. It always changes, man. It's gonna be somebody who play both ways and like really be productive on both sides of the ball, not just 3 plays, that like 30 plays and 70 plays, and I play 100 a game. Like, bruh, it's gonna be somebody who do it. The athletes is they getting too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna happen, and I don't see why wouldn't it start happening with the guy who already done it in college.
Okay, and you got great eyes for this. When you went to Colorado and you saw it live in person, what did you see?
That was probably one of the best performances I ever seen live.
Okay, there you go.
Simple as that.
Okay.
Like the movement, the impact on the game, like come on, bro. It was one of the best performances I've seen live, period.
I think it's going backwards because it was a time, now he is an anomaly for college, but it was a time where in high school you play both ways. Now, even in high school, you play offense, you play defense.
Not in all high schools.
So specialized.
Not the goons. Shit.
Most of them, most high schools, especially the good ones.
The goons
you come
still
out here
spinning.
in Cali, you got both. You play safety, and that's it.
It's goons.
You may play. You
Booby
specialize.
Feaster, national chip, state championship game. Boo, go play this corner, strap him. Booby went in that corner, strapped him.
Yeah, that's not
number
how
one
it
receiver.
is.
He going
Everybody
to SC.
in high school.
Like,
when I was in 04, when I came out, slot. Safety. You play running back,
me too.
You play linebacker. You play receiver, you play corner. You playing both. And if you need a break, we'll try to get this sub in for you. Now it's like you as a player in high school position to play. Corner. That's it? Yeah. I play receiver. I play tight end.
Yeah, Quentin at modern day, anybody go both ways?
No.
No?
There were probably 2 people, but it was you maybe getting 1 or 2 plays a game.
Yeah.
That's it. We had too many. Yeah, we had crazy
dogs out there.
You were loaded.
Loaded, yeah.
Did you win ships?
Nah, we went to state, lost to Bosco. And that was it, yeah. My last year, we went to state, lost. But the years after that, they had won it like 2-3 years in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, super great having you on the show. We do have some news for you guys. We're going to be taking a little summer break from the arena. Of course, we're going to have Gil's Arena and the Hoop Show on, but we're going to be back during summer camp, and we're also going to be keeping the channel live. We have a lot of fun stuff planned as a crew, so you're still going to be seeing us, so look out for that. But thank you guys for watching another episode of the Arena Gridiron presented by Underdog.
Whoa, whoa.